704 Charlotte Bound Show live on a Tuesday. Welcome, man. Welcome to all the 704 Charlotte Bound Show watchers, man. Look, shout out to the chat #1 show for the fans, body fans, and Panther Nation. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, come on, man. Hit the like button on the way in. Hit that like button on the way in. Hit that like button on the way in. Hit the subscribe button on the way in. Share the content, man. Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to everybody that's going to be up in here today, man. You know what I'm saying? That's coming in here to get it done, man. Shout out to everybody out there that survived the winter weather. Hope everybody's okay. Got a special show for y'all today, man. The Carolina Panthers, Mike Jack and Jaycee Horn are the best cornerback duo in the NFL, man. This show comes to you, man, by our very own Poppin' Bullets. So this is really his baby. Really should have been a Poppin' Bullets show, but we're going to do it like we do it, man. First up, man, let's go ahead and get the crew up in here, man. And, you know, we might as well set the mood, man. Y'all see the background? So, you know, Pop was like, you know, man, that background, that thumbnail is dope. You know what I'm saying? But I said, look, man, we should just do the shit all the way. You know, add a little something to it. So, you know, coming to the shades, bro. So, you know, coming to the shades. Up first, man. We're
Got my man Poppin' Willits in the building. Pop, what's going on, bro?
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Hey!
Up next, man, we got
Bow.
First Lady of the show, the Super Mario's cornerbacks, man. We got Aries Claire in the building.
The music.
Yeah.
The music. Oh my god. It's me.
Yeah. It's me and Pop and Claire. It's
Oh my god.
We're about to talk about these corner back.
Oh my god.
Look, man, that's what it is. But man, the Carolina Panthers, man. Pop hit me up and said, "Look, man, let's do a show on these two guys, man. On Mike Jack, Jaycee Horn, the Super Mario Brothers, the cornerbacks of the NFL, bro. Does the Carolina Panthers have the two best corners in the game with this duo? You know what I'm saying? We're going to sit down and talk about it, talk about a lot of other stuff today, man. Also get some mock drafts in, man, with the PFF. We got the real draft thing over here, you know what I'm saying? I'll take a look at some of that. I've been doing my homework. It showed on my last show. I don't know if Claire was here, but Claire, I would like to run my mock draft back to see, so you can see my picks. Hopefully you'll like what I put out there. If you didn't catch the show, I would love to see what y'all looking at. It's time to study now, man. Like, don't wait. Don't wait to get into these studies. A lot of shows are going to be doing these mocks, so shout out to 704, man. Shout out to Claire, Pop. Let's get into it, man.
Yeah, I would like to say, I'm so glad to have Claire back. She had been doing community service for Deer Park. She completed her 180 hours. She got a little excited when the snow came. She was like, "Hey, I'm about to be hunting." We was like, "Claire, we just got you back. You're on probation right now." So
Okay.
I have the paperwork right here. Her probation involves she can't visit Disneyland for the next 2 years.
Right.
She can't be caught drinking Deer Park water.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
She's got to stay the fuck away from that stuff.
Yeah. Her concealed weapons license is banned for the next 30 days. She cannot use that musket anymore.
Musket. What the
She can only hunt wabbit. Okay?
Oh my god.
So Bugs Bunny, watch your ass, bro.
Okay.
She's a killer.
Oh god.
Shout out to Brandon, man. He says, "Welcome to the show, everyone. Make sure you got the like button, subscribe button to get the latest Panthers news and content right here. And keep pounding." Shout out to Edge at the job. Look, we got Relax and Talk Sports up here. He said, "What's good, 704? You know what I'm saying? Big time driver. Already said TEC and Lemon going to the best wide receiver league. See that right there? Cornerbacks. This is not the Help the Bryce show today.
I don't. He wants to make his own show. Yeah, I know you horny for wide receivers, but we talk about the best duo in the NFL.
We'll talk about them in the draft. You know what I'm saying? Maybe.
Yeah. We want to give our congratulations and applause to these two gentlemen right here. They did that thug dizzle.
Did they?
Absolutely.
All right. Claire, so we'll just start off by answering the question itself. Ladies first on the show. You know what I'm saying? I will pull up the best corners in the league. And I think between the three of us, we pretty much know who plays on every team at the most prime positions, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. That's just from being football lovers alone. But Claire, non-biased, do you think we have the best duo, the best tandem at cornerback? We got Jaycee Horn, who just, again, with the Pro Bowl. I'm not really sure how much we should value the Pro Bowl anymore, but based on the skills he got in the Pro Bowl, did he make an all pro team, first, second, or third?
Who, Jaycee?
Yeah.
I do. Hold on. It's a great question. That's something I do not know.
That's what I truly value.
Let me see. Oh, that's just talking about the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. So technically, no. It just says that he was recognized in the All-Pro voting, ranking 6th at his position.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that doesn't really tell. In other words, I guess not. I guess he didn't know.
Yeah. Well, we've had a discussion on this show. Most of us thought Michael Jackson had a better year than Jaycee Horn, even on our own team, but they did that voting early. I think at any time you should be able to adjust it to make it correct. I feel like Mike Jack should have been at least second team all pro, in my opinion, based on his stats and what he did. But, this used to be a big concern for us in the past. And now we got two great ones, For once, we're not looking for something like heavy at the top of the draft. And we just signed Mike not too long ago. So we got him and Jaycee Horn sewn up. But based on the other people, and I'm going to put some of these people up here now, the Patrick Surtains of the NFL, the Sauce Gardners, the Cooper DeJeans, the Derek Stingleys, and the Trent McDuffies. But who do they play with? And let's size our guys up to them. So, Claire, do you think we have the best cornerback duo of the show? And just to let everybody in the chat know, man, shout out to the chats one time for your boys, man. This will be a free-for-all show, man, so we will be entering the link into there in a minute, if you want to come join us and tell us how you feel about this discussion. Go ahead.
Do I think that, well, as far as like the best?
The best, the absolute best. So who does Patrick Surtain play with? Who is the other corner?
Pat, I honestly don't know who Pat plays.
Well, that's going to be half the battle right there. And again, man, brought to you guys. This show has been brought to you guys by Popping Bullets. His idea, he brought this up today or whatever. If we don't know who the quarterback on that team, then he ain't special.
Well, I will say this, and this is just because, especially of this past season, just the defense that they had, I can't not ignore Derek Stingley and Kamari Lassiter with the Texans. I can't really ignore them because, they were part of that. I think as far as like them being a contributing factor to why their defense was really good this year, I think they are definitely up there. I think you could even make an argument, maybe. I think you could even make a slight argument, maybe, for even like Quinion Mitchell and Cooper DeJean with the Eagles could be another possibility up, somewhere up in that top category. But as far as like the best, I would almost be willing to say probably Derek Stingley and Kamari, and then it would probably be Jaycee and Mike Jack, because there was something that came out towards the latter part of the season, and I think it was
Supernova Morris said, "Welcome back, dog."
Hi, Supernova. Yeah. But there was a list that was put out, and I think it was everybody's got their own thing, but I do believe that this was reported by MSN Sports, but they had a top 10 an article for top 10 quarterback duos in the season so far, and Mike Jack and Jaycee Horn were on that list somewhere at around like rank 5 or rank 6. So there's there's been some notice of them. But I think I would give the edge to Stingley and Kamari Lassiter just because of the defense that they played on. Cooper DeJean and Quinion Mitchell is another one. The only other one that I could really think of would be like Marlon Humphrey and Nate Wiggins with the Ravens. Like those are like the three that but then you have to like figure out where they all sit. You can make an argument that any of the four duos, if you include Jaycee and Mike Jack, if you include them and with the other three I mentioned and kind of wrap them together, trying to figure out who places where, you'd almost have to just kind of do a deep dive into what they did individually in the season. And I think easily you could have Mike Jack and Jaycee be, you could make the argument that they could be number one just because of what they both did individually. And that being a contributing factor duo. But I think they could be number 2 or 3, ideally, out of the people I mentioned.
So look, I'm gonna put a little pressure on you. So far it sounds like you're saying Derek Stingley with
Lassiter.
And then you're saying that
I would probably put Mike Jack and them after Derek Stingley. Mike Jack and Jaycee after Derek Stingley and Kamari.
So we got to set the 2. At the
2. I would probably put us there. And then after that, it would be Cooper, DeJean, and Quinion, and then Nate Wiggins and Marlon Humphrey. That's kind of what my list would be at right now. And then 5, it would probably be Jesus. I mean,
we're just doing top 3, and we're.
I mean, okay. Well, then there you go. Well, then I would put him at 2. I would put him at 2.
Pop, we'll say you, bro.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that's 1, 2, however you want to put it. I mean, Derek Stingley, and Lassiter. I mean, I think that's a great combination. But I can't put our 2 guys, which I call them the thieves' den. I can't put them no lower than 2.
I wouldn't either, just because of what they both did individually, and then that became a combined effort. I can't put them lower than 2. For now, and that's just unbiased. Just looking at what the other duos have done.
So look, so my thing is this. The reason why I got the Carolina Panthers corners at the number top spot, right? And I'm not going to say something like it's not even close, but I'm going to say that when we looked at the level of competition that these guys had to play this year, you know what I'm saying? And the really, really good teams that we had to play that it seemed that we beat. I felt like our defense was a lot better in those games than our offense was. Just like Pop says, and I agree with it. As much as I don't like Evero, the defense was better than Canales' offense. You know what I'm saying? And 2 of the contributing factors of that were those corners, especially before Jaycee Horn got hurt. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see another pair of lockdown corners the way we were locking guys down. I mean, we talking about the Puka Nakuas of the world and Adams and those Packers wide receivers. And then we had to go up against Njigba. I don't think Njigba got 100 on us, did he? I don't think he did. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure.
I think for me, I think Red. I think Red them got decent receivers over there. Yeah, Drake London. They have to, the somewhat control him in one of those. I think he got off in one of those games, and in one of those games he got shut down. You know what I'm saying? And just the wide receivers. When Mike Evans came back, people are going to debate that Mike Evans wasn't at his best. Well, before we played them, Mike Evans had 140 something yards on his first game back. People forget when we had to play when we played New England. Yeah, we got thrashed, but I think the cornerbacks weren't the one getting killed in that game. It was those linebacker games. I think the biggest hit that they took was that. Well, obviously the games where we just absolutely melted them. But I remember that Jaguars game. But even in that game, Jaycee Horn got an interception in that very first game. Games where they got toasted in, like they had no business getting toasted to the Saints. Jaycee Horn got absolutely fucking cooked both times that we played them. I think Mike Jack sustained, but he wasn't a lockdown in either in those games. So if we're talking a few games, man, and everybody else's resumes, I think it's our guys, man.
Yeah, I think when you put it that way, trying to be, like I said, I'm biased.
Our
Whatever.
guys got put to the test more than any of those other people that we just named.
Yeah, and that's a fact. I mean, they definitely tried Mike Jack a lot, and they paid for it. He did some crazy stuff out there. I mean, I'm gonna change my answer. I'm gonna say we do have the best duo. You look at the Rams games. Um, they just did it big. So I'm proud of them boys and what we got going forward. They need to lock Mike Jack up for a future and keep it moving.
Yeah. Red said, Red Swarm, shout out to Red Swarm, man. Said most people consider Derek Stingley and Kamari
That's
Lassiter to
that's
be
what
the
I said
top
too.
duo in the league. He said, but Horn and MJ are up there as well. Salute the Red Swarm on that statement. My man D Money in the building. He said, have a great show. Don't want to be long-winded, so hit the like button and subscribe. I don't know if D Money at work, but yeah, man. The link is in the chat right now. You know what I'm saying? You want to come in here and debate us on this? Feel free, man. Red also said that Seattle's corners are solid. They are. They're not better than now.
Yeah, I didn't even
Yeah,
think about.
they're solid for sure. Yeah.
I
I'll
didn't
give
even
them
think
that.
about them.
They ain't better than ours, though.
I mean, we can't
Who do they
forget
have
about
up there? It's
Denver
Witherspoon and who?
Broncos.
Who is it? It's Witherspoon and who? Who do they have up there?
Witherspoon.
Is
Is
it
it Josh?
Williams?
Is it? I thought it was. Isn't it like Job? I don't
I
know.
can't think his name.
I don't know. I only know about the one.
That's why I was mainly doing duos, because I know like you were talking about like the individual ones, Twan. That's why I was trying to like really dive deep into duos that were notable and not so much the individuals. Like because Pat Surtain, I mean, we all know Pat Surtain's great, but that's kind of why I was harping on the duo aspect more than just the individual. And not for nothing. I mean, they weren't on the best team in the world either, but I mean, those two that Cleveland have, it's Denzel Ward and I think Campbell. I think his last name's Campbell. Yeah. They're not bad either as a duo, just being honest, but they're not,
Okay. So look at these names right here. And see, this is why, thank God for podcasts, and you got people that really are able to watch their teams and break down stats the way they should be broken down. Because if you have to depend on, it's like the sports world for a lot of people ain't real no more, because it's an agenda. ESPN and all these different news stations have their favorites. These newscasters have their favorites. You never know who's paying who. They said, look, the other top performers and rising stars right here, right? So if you watch this entire season and Mike Jack is not on this list, but you put Jaycee Horn on it, that just means we don't watch the Panthers, bro. We don't. There's no way you see what Mike Jack did this year, and you're not even willing to call him a rising star. He definitely was one of the top performers. So they mentioned Christian Gonzalez with New England Patriots. Jalen Johnson with Chicago Bears. He's pretty good. Quinion Mitchell with the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Devin Witherspoon with the Seattle Seahawks. And he plays physical. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing I love about this game, too. That he is a jammer. Something I wish Evero would let our guys do. You know what I'm saying? What are we in the locker room for?
Oh yeah, and they now have. I mean, what's helped, and I think what's helped them out, just because I mean, you saw it, I think, in the Rams game, but I mean, they drafted Eamon Worry this year.
Yeah.
So I mean that which he is a force to be reckoned with.
You remember we wanted him,
Oh yeah, I know. I wanted E-Man here. But yeah, no, it was having him and seeing him in the game against the Rams. I mean, yeah, their secondary is quite talented. So shout out to Mike McDonald for figuring out how to do the defense properly.
Yeah. Look at the word said about these guys. Christian Gonzalez is cited for elite coverage skills. Jalen Johnson continued his high-level play for previous years. Quentin Mitchell, strong rookie to sophomore transition, appearing on top 10 lists. Devin Witherspoon, right? Recognized for his physical play style, Denzel Ward, with the Cleveland Browns. He said maintain his status as a premier shutdown corner, and then when they get to Jaycee Horn, it says highlighted as a top tier cornerback.
Yeah, one thing it does tell me is that I heard a lot of people talk about oh, go get a corner with the first round pick, this and other. That's not happening, guys.
That's dumb.
That's not happening at all. You don't even get your mind set on that. That's not happening. You got
You
two
already
good
have them.
corners. You might, if you want a nickel corner, maybe that could play big nickel, but you're not getting anything early as far as corner. You ain't probably won't get a corner to the 4th round.
That's the only type of corner that we need left is a nickel.
And he might be on the team.
We got that guy on the team already.
Yeah, he might be on the team already. I feel like we got our free safety on the team, which y'all heard me say that about Isaiah Simmons.
Yep.
But I mean, they're not reaching for no corners. They're not.
Mm-mm.
All right, so shout out to Wissington 97. He said Pickens killed your whole team.
I mean, I'm not to try to entertain this, but Pickens killed a lot of teams this past year.
Sometimes we get got, you know.
Yeah, no, but I mean, but no, Pickens was getting 100+ yard receiving games. I don't know how many he had, but he had a fair few. So,
but
I mean, to be honest with you, when that Canales can tend to make motherfuckers shine with his offensive play calling. I mean, make your guys look good if you concentrate enough. Yeah.
True.
Shout out to 40 East Trill. He said Horn and Jackson are the best.
Yeah, I mean, it's no question, man. I mean, they've been battle tested. A lot of people say that Mike Jack wasn't good last year. No, the team wasn't good last year. Yeah. Mike Jack was solid. I mean, but every corner gets burnt. Like every corner gets burnt. So yeah, if Pickens got off, I mean, okay. But what about all the other games that you seen elite play, elite team compliment to each other? Them guys were doing their thing this year.
I recall a game that we played against the New Orleans Saints, where supposedly our best corner, we lost that game because of him. Because he got cooked twice. They had 17 points. 2 of those touchdowns was on him. One he slipped, and one he just got cooked.
Yeah, I mean, and another thing about Mike Jack, like he took that second cornerback role. It wasn't given to him.
Yeah.
Like he said, they traded me for a bag of chips.
I guarantee you.
What did he do? He went out there and earned it.
If Jaycee Horn then walk up to that man and say, "You the truth," I don't know. He lying to himself. If he didn't tell Mike Jack, "You are the absolute truth," then he lied to himself, man. Let me get this money in here real quick, Pop. Eternal 252, man, with the $5 super chat, back again with the 704 Charlotte Bounce Show. He said, "We have one of the best duos to get them elite edge or linebacker help. Imagine them with Danielle Hunter or Will Anderson or James Pierce. Well, James Pierce and Jalen Walker played with the
Falcons.
So we can't imagine that. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And look, and I agree with you. You know, dreaming wise, it would be incredible. But us as Panthers fans, we got to start thinking about what we could create on our own. Myself, Pop, and Claire, we're huge components of building your team through the draft. Get your own guys.
Yes.
James Pierce and Jalen Walker just got in the league this past year. They're gonna be sophomores now, but they just passed their rookie year. I'll be honest with you, man. The only person that was impressive out of that duo to me was James Pierce. I don't know if Jalen to get enough reps, but he didn't make no noise this year.
Yeah, I think that's two good duos. You know what I'm saying? Came in together, gonna grow together. But
yeah, Jalen might go off next year though, but it wasn't this year. James Pierce surprised me. He surprised me.
Y'all remember who Mike Jack gave gratitude to? It wasn't Evero.
Yeah, he did. It was to his positions coach.
Exactly.
Shout out to
who is that? Hall? Yeah. Not Hall, but Cooley. Cooley's the secondary.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it's Hall, I think, man.
I
Yeah,
don't
it
think we
was
have Hall anymore. Do we still have
Hall.
D'Angelo
No,
Hall?
not
Hall
Hall from
gone. Hall
yeah.
gone.
Well, Cooley's the secondary. So who is that? Is that who we're
No,
talking
the
about?
quarterbacks coach.
Oh God, I don't even.
You got
Okay,
it. I
I
know
forgot
his
his
name
name.
is at the top,
But
but
I know it used to be D'Angelo Hall, but I guess he's. I know he's out
nah.
now.
Let me look it up real quick. You know what? Somebody in the chat know it. Let me just scroll down on the chat, see if somebody put that in there.
Yeah, it says cornerbacks coach is Jonathan Cooley. That's what it says.
Cooley.
Yeah, so I was right. Yeah, Cooley.
Yeah. Not Hall.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Hall's not there anymore. But yeah, no.
He's been gone for 2 years though.
I think he's been gone for a year. Or maybe it was 2. But
And
anyway,
said,
but yeah, no, Jonathan Cooley's been there since, he's been there since the Frank Reich, era. So
yeah, I thought that's when Hall left too. Like when they got rid of them guys, I thought he was right about
I think he left the following year.
As Mike Jack led the league in pass deflections. There go one thing.
Yeah.
That's what corners are supposed to do. And intercept.
So yeah, I've always called Mike Jack Bradbury 2.0. Just with better hands. Just with better hands. That's who he reminds me of.
Fair.
Height, weight, size, haircut. You know, they're ballless. But just with better hands. And you could tell he really studies the craft because each year I could really tell that he's gotten better. Um, and then it makes it even better when you got a Jaycee Horn on your team who can help you. I remember them talking about them doing 1v1s where they switch roles where one person pretends he's a wide receiver and runs a route, and it will play like red zone, going back and forth. So, that's just sharpen each other's skills. I like that.
Mm. My thing is, if I had to pick something with Mike Jack that I would want him to improve on, is his speed. I think I don't think you can put
He
him right up on.
ran I want to, it's either a 4.45.
I'm
Who are
talking
we
about his
talking about?
game.
Mike Jack?
I'm talking about his game speed though.
I can't. I don't know
Yeah,
how you
like
improve that.
because look, I see why he plays about 7 yards off. I don't think Mike ready to get face to face with some of them guys because he'll get cooked like that. We've seen that before. And I mean, they put that move on them and then they gone. But you can. That's what the offseason is for, man. I think I would like to see him get his speed up. Look, play. I would love to see him hook up with some guys. You know what I'm saying? Where he can play up close on the wide receivers, and if he gets beat in the offseason or whatever, like have the receivers. You know how guys in the league when they practice together in the offseason, how they sharpen each other's skills. I mean, you're never gonna get better unless you ask questions. Like, man, what am I doing wrong on my end about as a how you getting past me? I don't. Is there anybody on our team as far as wide receiver that you think he can truly learn from that can constantly cook him? I don't think Tech can do it. I think Ted is just gonna jump over him. I think Horn could probably do it.
I don't think there's any corner that can keep up with Horn on our team. Not in space and not in in quick speed either. I
So,
don't think there's one.
so my thing is like, yeah, match him up with Horn a lot. Not in terms of like saying how many times you can get an interception on him, but just keeping up with him. You're gonna have to do it. You want to be the best, you gotta be able to play motherfuckers up close, bro. Not that 10-yard, 15-yard kiss in the Evero. I think these dudes want to play closer. I know they do. Because that kid from Seattle, man, he don't play off no yards. Your job is to get by him first. Because he's going to jam the shit out of you. That requires a locker room. Ed said,
That
remember,
requires a
he
safety
thinks
as well.
last year too. Yeah. What'd you say, Bob?
That requires us having a good free safety as well, man, in
Yeah,
case you did get burnt.
we about to
But I
go
do
get him.
want them to play physical up on the line.
Yeah, jam. It'll slow a lot of shit down, man. And then like you just said, if you happen to get past one of those guys after that jam, well, then that's what a lot of linebackers and safeties are for. You go lock that up. It's called a team sport. Shout out D Money. He said Mike Jack will have us saying, "Do you remember the time?" If you don't, if you're not down with the beat it, he said, having the fan base saying, "Don't stop till you get enough." Making so much money, the kid is not my son. All the Mike Jack sells. Hey, my bad buddy Knuckles in the building. He said we didn't lose the game because Jaycee Horn got cooked. Shit. Yes. We had 7. The score was 7-3. Then they scored 2 more touchdowns with Olave. Who was checking Olave? Jaycee Horn. For the East Trail said, I said Walker wasn't going to be all that. I think I do remember you saying that, man. And then Ray Shack said he meant Coolio. Edge again, he said Hall was let go with Frank Wright. Yeah, I thought it was.
Okay, so he was. All right. My bad.
And then Ray Shack said Mike Jack can't catch. I mean, he ain't a receiver, bro. But he catch enough. And like I said, he said it too. You can get faster. And then D Money said the same thing. You can get faster. That's just, I'm look, put Pops it, put Jaycee Horn, put Jimmy Horn in front of him, bro, and just your job is to just, get face to face with him and try to keep up with him. The only thing with Jaycee Horn is the physical aspect, because I think he can physically command. Horn ain't the biggest dude in the world. It's on 252. Y'all don't remember doing training camp videos. The wide receivers was burning them when they was doing man press. Matter of fact, it was Tet. I mean, that was the beginning of the training camp. That's when you're trying to figure it out. And D-Money said, I've done it numerous times. I don't know what he's done. And then Bloody Bryce could move the ball to score. Couldn't move the ball to score points. We had 7 though already.
Our defense still was better than our offense. I don't care how you swing
Yeah,
it.
that's a fact.
So I mean, if we really want to harp on Jaycee slipping and then getting beat that one time, we can. It sounds a lot like an argument for a wide receiver that was being made last year because he dropped the ball in the end zone. Starting to sound a lot like that, but
I'm just
what do I know?
Yeah, my thing with Jaycee Horn was, and if we're gonna be completely honest about it, Jaycee Horn is one of the best corners. It's just like he did some shit this year that had a stretch in our heads, though, bro. I don't think he was as good as he was after the concussion. And what I believe, to be totally honest with you, is that he's simply playing too far off the ball, man. And guys get to, receivers are getting to, get into they schemes or whatever. And then what if the receiver you're checking is not even going up the field? He's cutting across or something like that or whatever. You're out of position. How many times did we get cooked in the middle, man? When motherfuckers, they ain't got no linebackers, so we're going to run that receiver to the middle. He ain't got that type of catch-up speed that he can get from the corner position to the middle of the field with a dude cutting off gate.
I mean, I don't. it's just interesting because to me, both Mike Jack and Jaycee are taller corners, and they fit what Evero wants to do because what he wants to do requires to have that taller corner presence. But yet he always plays them like we've seen anywhere from as little as like 7 to 8 yards off to as most as 15, that's just, to me, that's just defensive scheming malpractice. You know, and unless they really just do not have the speed for it, which at that point, I find it hard to believe that with Jaycee and what we've seen that he couldn't play closer to the line. I find it impossible. There's no way that he wouldn't be able to keep up with somebody.
Well, Claire, I'm glad you said that, Claire. Pop, you here with us? Let me get y'all
I'm here.
Let me get y'all to look at the screen when I say this. Mike Jack can play up close.
I know.
Whoever. Let me show you. It's Puka Nakua that he's checking too, bro. Let me go back to the beginning of this to get us into the situation, though. But listen to this.
From his teach tape, play number 1. If he had one of the best corner games from this year, one of the best corner games from this year, here's what you could learn from his teach tape. Play number 1. If he's catching it near the sidelines, just push him out of bounds. He has to catch with both feet in bounds for it to be a catch, so just push him out. Same thing with the back of the end zone. Play number 2. This is one of the craziest plays I've seen on a double move. Technically, at this point, his eyes should still be on the receiver, but he can feel him. He knows where the route's going. And if you look at it from here, he's actually tracking the ball in the air already. So it's really just a great job with tracking the ball. Now, here's a big lesson for DBs. You have to play with leverage. So here, the receiver's in tight. It's 12 personnel with 2 tight ends, and it's a quarters look. So you know you got help inside. He's going to play this outside leverage, keeps it as the receiver stems, has a great break on the ball, and then gets the ball out to finish. And here's another play, same type of thing, having outside leverage the whole time, and it just looks effortless when you play with your leverage. Mike Jackson had one of the best corner games from this year. Here's what
I don't know who this guy is. I didn't say it, but whoever Pick Six Athletics is, you see what he says down here in the corner? He said Mike Jack was the best corner in the game all year.
Best corner game? Mm-hmm.
All year.
I would say that Mike Jack had a better second half than Jaycee Horn did, for sure.
I could argue that. Yeah, you could make that argument.
Put the whole year together, though, he had a better year. I ain't even going to split it up. The whole year he was better than Mike Jack when you put it together all year.
I'll say popping just escapade.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It was all year.
So I want to ask this question because this is something I feel like a lot of people get way too caught up in when it comes to cornerbacks, both looking at them in college as prospects and then just in the league.
Mm-hmm.
How important do you think it really is that corners do nothing but try to get interceptions? Because in my opinion, and I'm not trying to take away from the glamour of getting an interception, because I know that's what these guys probably have a lot of incentives for stuff like that too, and pick sixes. But I think there are times where, and this is what Mike Jack was known for this year, which is those pass deflections. I feel like sometimes those pass deflections are just as important as those interceptions. And I think people overlook them and kind of discredit when someone does really well at something like that. But to me, I'm not saying interceptions are not important. They are obviously the more sexy stat for guys in the secondary. But do you think it's worth valuing other aspects of being in the secondary than just, he must not be a great corner because he only has like 2 interceptions on the year. But if you go look at his coverage grade, he's freaking insane. He's like a monster. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I totally agree with what you're saying in the question. And you know, I mean, look, it's the difference between talking with people that know the game and talking with people that don't know the game. People that don't know the game are just gonna say random shit. The thing that you're talking to with the cornerbacks is just like with edge rushers. You know what I'm saying?
That one is they just want to see sacks. Yeah.
When edge rushers get all the pressure in the world and causes interceptions, causes quarterbacks to make bad decisions, causes the quarterback to throw the ball out of bounds, and it's on a third down. Now he converts it to fourth. People want to see him sack the quarterback, but they don't understand what the pressures do as well, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like with the cornerback position, you know, knockdowns or whatever. Yeah, man, of course we want an interception. But if it's 3rd and like 10 and he deflects the ball down, right, it's still a turnover.
Well, that's another thing.
He calls the turnover on downs.
Right.
Well, let's also put like let's give him some more celebration because we can't say the D line was out there giving so much pressure that's why these quarterbacks were making the mistakes. These guys went out there to go get it for themselves. They went to get it out the mud themselves.
Yeah, we had a very low pressure rate from our D line this year. It was it's borderline almost as bad as it was last year. Which is not good. And that's with Derek Brown coming back, and that's not me throwing shade at DB. But it also means that, you know, while our defense improved, there are aspects that we're not able to improve even with the return of our most prolific D tackle, which is concerning. To me, that's more concerning than Jaycee Horn slipping on the field or, you know, getting beat in coverage. But something that I do want to say, this is kind of not necessarily going off topic, but when people start looking, because we said this, Twan, you said it earlier this year, I said it as well. This draft, you have really got to do your homework. There's not a clear cut anybody who's going to just stand out outside of, you know, the top 1 or 2, maybe, in this class. And something that I think people need to really pay attention to, especially since we're going to be looking at linebackers a lot this year and for the draft. Something you need to look into is what these guys allowed as a passer rating when it comes to quarterbacks, which you can look that up. And I think that's what's going to help you. You can look at stuff like that even for corners. And you can also look at their coverage grades. That's what you need to look at because this draft is not going to be very... I'm not saying it's not deep, but it's just not very, for lack of a better word, impressive.
Yeah.
So you have to really do your homework on what works for the scheme that we are trying to run and also these grades that these guys got throughout the year, because that's going to be the most glaring, I guess you could say, pivoting factors of who you take. It's not going to be, oh, because he looked great at this school, that's who we should take. No, look at their grades. It's going to make a world of difference. So, and if we look at a corner, it'll be the same thing too.
This draft is definitely based on what you need. You know what I'm saying?
It's based on what you need and who fits what you need.
It's not a quarterback draft.
No.
You're looking for a bunch of outstanding running backs. It's not that type of draft. I mean, D-line, linebackers, safeties, that type of shit you're looking for. It's just it's not all the sexy positions draft. O-lineman, it's one of those. It's that icky draft when we draft icky.
Icky. Yeah, it was because it was him and Evan Neal and what was it, Charles Cross, and you know, there's quite a bit of offensive linemen in that draft that were, I mean, they were all taken within like the first 20 picks or first 10 picks. There's a lot of offensive linemen taken that early. So
Eternal 252 said Olave always been beating Jaycee for years, especially when they had Rashid Shaheed. But don't even get me started on Rashid Shaheed. We should have went and got that motherfucker.
Yeah, Rashid Shaheed. I mean,
immediately.
That guy.
That shit hurt. He plays I'm to Brown. Look, we've been saying this for years, Claire. Sometimes it's the team, bro. A lot of times when we say, man, this dude sucks, or he's trash, or whatever, maybe the team is just trash. These guys go somewhere else looking like superstars, bro.
No, he looked like who he was with the Saints to me.
Nah,
Fast, quick.
He look better with Seattle, bro.
I can't say that because
Me.
he hasn't. We've been watching him for years. To me, I think he's always been good. He's been tearing us up for the longest. So the small sample size we got with Seattle, he's only gonna get even better. So that's what I'm saying. He's been like that to me.
Bro, that other wide receiver, I don't even want to say his name in Seattle, bro. I don't know who studied it.
Talking about Jason?
Yes. and Jigba is just, it don't even look like a game to him.
He makes it look incredibly
with y'all.
easy. He makes watching him in that game, Twan, he makes it look so easy. And I don't know if that's a testament to him or if that's a testament to whoever Mike McDonald brought in to be his offensive coordinator, or maybe it's a receiver coach. I don't know. But he makes it look so easy to find ways to get open. And that's with a Sean McVay called defense with what's his name, Chris Shula. I don't know. To me, JSN is becoming very impressive.
Well, his thing is, look, if we need a big play, throw me the fucking ball, bro.
Yeah, just put the ball up there. I'll catch it. That's kind of how it feels with him.
His shit is also like, look, you ain't even got to call a play for me, man. Just keep your eyes on me. I'm gonna get open.
Yeah, he's to Seattle like what's his name from Detroit? Just way more athletic. Dang, why I can't think of the wide receiver from Detroit.
Which one, Jameson Williams?
No, not Jameson.
Amon-Ra.
Amon-Ra. He's like a Amon-Ra, but faster, taller. Maybe not faster, but more athletic.
I was gonna say I don't know if he's faster, but he is. I think shiftier is the better way to. That's a good way to put it.
More athletic, and how he can get so low to the ground running is the crazy part to me. He can get so low to the ground while cutting his routes to get open. That's wild.
Navarre said maybe it's equalize itself, and we have a super talent Latin draft in 2027. Shout out to my man Navash, and the Real Sunchild said Mike Jack is elite. It's time to put that E word on his name, bro. It's time to put the E word on his name.
I will say this: Mike Jack to me has become what Frankie Louvu became here. Frankie Louvu was somebody who was, everybody knows he came from the Jets. I believe he was an undrafted free agent, or he was a very late take by the Jets. He was on special teams, mostly came here, and essentially, as weird as it sounds, this is coming from the Carolina Panthers because this doesn't normally happen with us. And he revived his career and did very well. And I know he's on to bigger and better things, so to speak, with the Commanders. But Mike Jack, I didn't really hear anybody talking about Mike Jack when he was in Seattle. And now that he's here, he's becoming talked about more and more in circles that aren't just Panther circles. So to me, he's kind of like our next Frankie Louvu. Instead of letting him go, Carolina, don't let him go. Just keep him. Don't you let Frankie Louvu walk. Just keep him. Keep Mike Jack.
He returned 2 to the house this year.
Yep.
He could have returned a 3rd in that Atlanta game, but I don't know why he stopped. I thought Sean Smith-Wade was going to be something, but he had that one game, and then that shit was over.
Well, him being a 5th or 6th round pick, he's not going to be. He's going to be something. He's going to play more nickel.
Yeah, my thing with Sean, My only thing with Shao is the amount of time he's played. So my thing is, you know what I'm saying, whether it be, you know, in practice, you get a lot of opportunities to improve. My thing is, when you haven't improved based on the amount of years he's been in the league now, he's just going to be who he is, man. And it's time to move on from that. You know, you can feel safe with letting him go. And if he goes somewhere and he gets great somewhere else, so be it. But we got a habit of wanting to hold on to players and give him one more year. You know, it don't work out. Give him one more year. He's close. You can't keep doing that.
Well, yeah, and it's funny enough too that the ones that do well enough, you let go.
Yeah, and the ones that people like, okay, we want to bring him back. He's on the chopping blocks.
It's the most bass-ackwards, as it would be said, bass-ackwards way of doing something I have ever heard. But you know, I don't know. We are a very wild organization when it comes to how we handle our roster, in my opinion.
For a minute, for a whole minute. Listen to this dude talking about Mike Jackson.
No better throw that boy Mike Jackson away, I promise you. You ain't gonna do it again. But you want to talk about Mike Jackson having absolutely 5 interceptions on the door season and him and Jaycee Horn having 11 total? They're not to be messed with. He's number 1 for passes thrown on defenders. Stop playing. But you just want to talk about playing your position the right way. That's what Mike Jackson has been doing all Darnold season. And Devontae Adams, you had a long night with him. You got to playoffs, too. That's the way to push him out when you know your position. Yeah, on this way, though. Watch out Mike Jackson work through the hands and not give up on the play when it looked like it was over. Get that ball out of there, boy. No fun. But as a DB, this is what we want, Panthers. This is what we want. Get that thing out of here. I don't know what kind of game they thought this was going to be. Look at that. Hand in there. Get it out. Get it out. But I mean, just to threat all Darnold season, man. Check him out. Us playing his coverage, nowhere to be at the right time, and absolutely got the speed of a Darnold cheetah.
Yeah,
Look
I don't know why he stopped right here.
Yeah, Mike. Keep straight, boy. I don't need no. Why you turn back, though? Why you turn back? Let's do it. Let's do it. But hey, Carolina, go ahead, pay him his money, dog. He met Jaycee on
I would have stepped on. Hey, Claire.
Mike.
I would have stepped on Penix.
Oh my God. Of course you would.
I would have stepped on his ass and kept running, bro.
But I know him as Nightmare. A nightmare. All these Darnold receivers in the door. Straight up. First, before we do anything, Carolina, we got to pay him. You want to talk about strapping up the Rams every time we play them, dog? He strapped them up every Darnold time. They couldn't throw him his way. Matthew Stafford, no better throw that boy Mike Jackson way. I promise you. You ain't going to do it again. But you want to talk about Mike Jack having absolutely 5 interceptions on the Darnold season and him and Jaycee Horn having 11 total? They're not to be messed with. He's number 1 for passes thrown on defenders. Stop playing. But you just want to talk about playing your position.
Another number 1. Another number 1. Hey, man, when does he have to get paid?
Mike Jack?
Yep.
I want to say 2027, but let me look.
Well,
Mike Jackson. Let me see what we got here. So he signed a 2-year. It just went away. There we go. So he will be a unrestricted free agent in 2027.
I wouldn't wait. Go ahead and sign that dude, bro.
Yeah, I was going to say, and I thought he was older than he actually is. Yeah. So that's even better. The fact that he's younger than I thought he was.
I wouldn't wait. I mean,
we are paying him damn near nothing.
You know what the fuck that part is though? Is even if that dude comes out there and plays better than Jaycee Horn next year, right? It's like really you should be getting paid based on your play, right? That shit could put us in a situation. Because what if he wants that type of money?
Well,
no. I say that to see this though. That's why before you even give a dude a chance to think like that, go ahead and sign him now.
Yeah.
You like we can't you don't have to spend that money on Icky now. Lock that dude up, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was kind of. I mean, it wasn't necessarily regarding like paying Mike Jack, but I did allude earlier to the fact that if Icky wouldn't have gotten hurt, knowing that we were going to pay him, did anybody think that we might have actually not exercised Bryce's 5th-year option? Knowing that money needed to be allocated to sources that you're wanting to keep around long term, because I still think the 5th-year option thing with Bryce. Here's my thing, and this is something that I got into an argument with somebody at work like not 2 days ago. Well, yeah, probably about like 2 days ago, or a day ago. If they were serious about Bryce really being their franchise QB, they'd have paid him. They wouldn't have even done the 5th-year option. They would have paid him if they were serious. So even though I still felt like that they could have avoided paying him altogether and said, look, if you're the shit, you're going to use your 4th year to prove it otherwise. So, I mean, they're technically giving him yet another chance on top of another chance now, because it's now going to be another 2 years. But to me, if they were convicted and they knew he was the guy that there are some fans think that they already are claiming he's the franchise guy, they'd have paid him, but they didn't. So
they need to get with Mike Jack and his agent. Go
his
ahead,
people, yeah.
Again, bro.
Yep.
Because if he has another great season, yesterday's prices is not going to be today's prices, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, the way he's going in the right direction too, man. Lock that dude up, bro. Don't do the Panther thing where you let him get too good. You didn't pay him, and now you got to overpay, or the motherfucker want to leave.
Yep, because it'll happen.
Especially with the DC that we got over there. Pop and Claire, it's time for us to talk about Evero one last time.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
And this is how I'm going to present this. To all the Panthers faithful out there, all the Panthers fans, all the people that love Evero, and all the people that can't stand him. It's probably about 90%. For all the people that want to drive his ass to the airport yourself, Evero's not going anywhere, bro. No one's going to hire him. He's going to be right back here with the Panthers next year. No one's going to hire him. See how these people get hired there? See how these guys getting hired to positions?
Yep.
Every other day, you know what I'm saying? They're not going to hire him. He's had 2 interviews with the Raiders. It was some Rooney Rule shit, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all. They're not going to hire him.
I would be surprised, and I'm being honest. Because of the situation that the Raiders are in right now, I don't see them being convicted on someone like Evero. Just being honest. They are in a position where they are literally starting in a way from scratch. I'm sure Tom Brady is going to have a hand in getting to decide who's going to be there. You can't tell me otherwise. But I don't believe that Evero is really high on their list at being the next guy. So if anyone's thinking that because of that second interview that means something, and I'm not saying it's a Rooney Rule thing, even if it was,
it totally was.
I mean, here's the thing, because has he been interviewed by anybody else?
I'm not sure. I know
because if he hasn't, then that kind of kills it right there.
Yeah, but it's just like
I think it's supposed to be. I don't
know. Okay.
Because I don't think the Browns got anybody in there yet.
Yeah. It's just like Claire said. If they were that invested in Bryce Young, they would have just paid him his money already.
They would have just paid him by now. They wouldn't be giving him more time to figure out what they want to do.
If somebody was truly interested in hiring Evero, he'd be signed already.
Well, I think
you see all these other guys getting signed. They just signed. Joe Brady's the head coach with the Bills now, and all these. They not fucking with Evero.
I don't think. How I want to put this without sounding judgmental. Anytime I've listened to Evero talk, he's never sound motivated. Like when I mean motivational. That's the word I want to use. He never sounds motivational. He doesn't make me think that if I was a player that I would want to run through a brick wall for him,
Exactly.
or I
No.
want to go do what I think I can do. He's not pumping in any Panther juice to get you you going. The way he talks makes you want to drive in the slow lane. Uh, so I think that is something that possibly he could be having a problem with, because if he can't get these GMs and these owners to get behind him and believe what he's saying, well, it makes sense, because it's hard for me to believe what he's saying and things of that nature too, because of his personality, because he doesn't
Like you
move me
said,
here.
yeah, he probably not motivating them either.
Right. So you getting there and talking and saying all this yada yada yada. You gotta understand, you're talking about men. It takes a certain caliber a general to motivate men, not little boys, not little kids, not high schools. These is grown men whose pockets is deeper than yours. You can't say but so much unless you're that guy. You got to say something for them to be like, you know what? I want to follow you. And I use that same scenario when I've had interviews or stuff like
Not the
that. So
phone.
y'all can take what I'm saying, and if as a skill set to say to a boss that might be trying to hire you. Uh, Now it does make the seat kind of hot. You put the pressure on the boss. But I asked when they said, "Do you have any questions?" And I say yes. What do you provide to make other men follow you at this organization, at this job? So now I put it on them to answer that question, because, and then before they answer, I said, because it's hard for me to believe in somebody that I can't follow.
Mm.
I,
Good job,
and
Poppin.
well, hey, it's got me jobs, and it's also got me. I don't know. He might be a problem, but I mean, hey, I mean, same thing. Who's the best in here? Well, sometimes they'll talk about themselves. Oh, I used to do this, used to do that. No, no, but who's the best right now? And if they give you a weird look like there ain't one, then you know that you have the opportunity to be the best. But if they give you a name, you be like, okay, tell him that I'm coming whenever I get this job. Now they're looking at you like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Is he putting that type of thought, or is or does he have anybody even talking like that to him to have those type of conversations? Does he motivate people to want to say stuff like that to him? You got to have that in you. So with Evero, I don't see it. I've seen Jaycee Horn complain. Um, I've seen coaches that have been long gone that they fought for, that they fired. Now, I ain't seen nobody say fight for Evero. I just don't. So it is what it is, man.
Facts. um Eternal 252 says Evero interviewed. Also, he interviewed with the Steelers, Raiders, and Falcons.
Interesting.
Yep. He's
Oh,
already interviewed with the Steelers, the Raiders, and the Falcons, man. Look, man, let me give him a long time guy, man, up here in the building, man. I ain't heard from my man in a minute. Jordan who was about to go off the other day, man. I'm glad he came back, man. We got Gas Radio in the building, man. Gas, what's going on, bro?
What's happening? What's happening, y'all? How y'all
How you
doing
feeling,
tonight?
bro?
what up?
How
What
you
up? What up?
feeling,
What
brother?
up?
Hey, I'm feeling good, man. Hey. Poppin just made an excellent point, though. I just had to come up here and speak because I just love that point that he made. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, brother.
Hey, I think it falls into because I had to think back and realize that Evero was here under Frank Reich, right? Frank
Yep.
Reich brought him in.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I think what we're seeing out of Evero is doing a little bit, and it don't really make sense when you break it down, but it makes sense when you look at what's going on the field. I think Evero is doing a little bit of self-sabotage. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he want to be here, but the reason why I say it don't make sense all the
Say
way
that
is
again.
because
Yeah, hey, guys, say that one more time.
I say I think Evero doing a little bit of self-sabotage.
You said, but you don't think what?
I don't think it don't make 100% sense because if for Evero, if you're trying to get a head coaching job,
okay. What you said was, and I've been telling my crew for almost 2 years now, Evero don't want to be here.
Yeah, he don't want to be here. Yeah, he don't want to be here.
So why sign the contract?
Because he ain't gonna get a job nowhere else.
Yeah, you got to secure that bag, Toppin. If Carolina, and I'm pretty positive we're overpaying for him. We paying them a little more than we should.
He get paid more than Canales.
You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So if I'm Evero, if I'm Evero, I'm gonna secure my bag here, but I'm still gonna entertain these head coaching jobs elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Evero ain't no dumb motherfucker. He not dumb at all. You know, he very smart. But I think what Evero is doing is he's self-sabotaging. And it makes it easy for him whenever, we don't give him a first-round pick 2 and 3 years in a row. He can use that. I guarantee you, if Evero was to find another job and go elsewhere, the main thing he gonna say is, they didn't give me no talent. That's the main thing he gonna say. They didn't give me no talent. He ain't gonna say that shit right now because why would you sacrifice the job that you got going on? You know what I'm saying? And furthermore, I don't know if y'all see this the way I see it. Them motherfuckers seem like they scared of him. They don't push him in any type of way. They don't, set a bar for him in any, like if you listen to how Dan Morgan talks about him, if you listen to how Dave Canales talks about him, they both talk about him like they're highly impressed. And I don't know why. And I don't know why.
I don't know either. And I see they coming at me in the chat talking about Eternal said what did Eternal what did he say? Oh, Panther for life. He said clearly the defense following Evero coming from last place to middle of the pack and growing in 1 year. Can't judge his leadership from press conferences. I'm not saying that I'm judging his leadership from press conferences. I'm saying that he doesn't motivate when he speaks. So when he goes to sit in front of the big bosses, how is he doing so? You know what I'm saying? If his leadership was that great, right? When he be hired, is that what we're not talking about?
Right, Papa.
So once again, it's your actions, because your resume is what you've done. What you've done is your resume, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did he improve this year? Yes, I'm not taking that away from me at all, Panther for life. But I'm also looking at, what are you talking about? What are you presenting? Because guess what? It's not only the players that he's got to convince to play within his scheme. He also got I talked about leadership, right? I'm also talking about other staff members that got to come along. You got to find an OC. You got to find all type of assistants and things of that nature. Who is underneath Evero's tree? He hasn't got a tree yet. Do you think the other owners have not thought about that yet? Well, who is he going to bring? They're already having problems right now trying to find the right guys for these places.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay, man. Let me get my guy up in here, man. You know what I'm saying? We call him the Bird, man. Coming to the show, man. We got Red Swarm in the building, man. Swarm,
what happened to that boy?
What's good? What's good, everybody? What's good?
What up, Red?
What's happening, Red?
What's up, Red?
Ain't that. Hey, I wanted to jump in on this.
You see the background, bro. You see the Mario brother cornerbacks over here, bro.
Yeah, well, I gave my 2 cents, and I let y'all have that. I said that I think that with the way that Mike Jack came on this year, this is definitely one of the better duos in the NFL. And listen, they could absolutely be the best with the play that y'all got out of Mike Jack. But the weirdest damn thing happened. Jaycee Horn was the weak link in that chain.
That's crazy. That's facts.
That's what I said, Red. He had a better half of the year than Jaycee Horn. And 336, I'm gonna get your ass. I see you.
Yeah.
I think what we've seen happen with Jaycee Horn is after that concussion, he just wanted to kind of get back as quickly as he can and finish the season out. Y'all know we got history with Jaycee Horn and injuries and stuff like that. And with them paying him, I saw a dedication for him wanting to be on that field. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's gotta be, but if you ain't helping us out there, you know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, that's true.
So
I want to go back to it.
Let me ask you a question. Which week was the concussion?
Oh, that's a good question.
The first Rams game.
Okay, yeah.
No, hold on. Oh, was it a 49ers game? Was it a 49ers? It was the 49ers game.
He missed the Rams game.
It was the 49ers game.
It was the 40. No, it was the 49ers game.
He suffered a concussion November 24th against the San Francisco 49ers.
49ers.
Yeah.
It was diagnosed in the late in the first half. He was ruled out for the remainder of the game.
Most players don't take a month to come back from a concussion. But I'm just saying, I get what you're saying, Zip, but most players don't take a month to come back from a concussion. But
well,
I also know from somebody
Red. That's why I thought he should have stayed on the sidelines.
From somebody who suffered concussions myself as a kid and had seizures, there are different levels and grades to them as well. So
for sure.
I would never make light of what he was dealing with.
Yeah, I was about to crack a joke on you, Red, but I'm gonna leave it alone because that ain't funny.
If anything, Red, I'm commending him for coming back and making sure he was available to finish the season. You know what I'm saying? I'm commending him for that.
Yeah, ain't no doubt about it. Ain't no doubt about it. Y'all don't have a third cornerback, as most teams don't. Y'all don't have any. Well, hell, most teams don't have a cornerback that can give you what you're getting out of Jaycee Horn. So for him to suit up and take the field, I agree with you.
We got one. They just wouldn't let him play.
But Red, how you've been in the
Jaycee?
You've been in these YouTube streets, Red. How many times did you hear people just talking down on Mike Jack?
Oh, listen, there's another show I don't even follow. But yeah, I mean, I know exactly where you're going with that.
You mean how many other Panther shows have been talking down?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm not pointing at anybody. I'm just shooting. You know what I'm saying? I'm shooting randomly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not calling no particular group of people or podcast. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we don't do
I'm just saying. I've heard. And I'm sure Brad has heard. It's been said that Mike Jack was trash, but the real truth of it is our defense was trash last year. It wasn't he was trash.
That's a fact.
The defense was trash. Then he ran it back. He ran it back. He's like, you know what? Double it up. Came back and showed people, what he like. I mean, at the end of the day, man, I'm so excited to have these two guys because I don't have to jump in the draft. I've heard people say, go get a cornerback in the first round. You don't need to go do that.
Waste.
Nah, hell no.
That is a waste.
That's not something that y'all need to do.
Hey, Red, some people are so delusional with it, right? They want 2 number 1 corners on the team. Where are they? There ain't that. We just went down a list of you can barely find 5 teams with 2 good corners.
Nah.
We got our duo.
Nah.
The thieves
GM ain't that dumb. Y'all GM ain't that dumb.
Right.
So,
nah, he not.
But I do have a question for y'all. Just to get a little toxic. Toxic to what's today? Wednesday?
Tuesday.
It wouldn't be Tuesday. It wouldn't be
okay. I can't do toxic Wednesdays. What's a good W word?
Well, it's Tuesday, so you'll be okay.
Yeah, it's Toxic Tuesday.
Yeah, Toxic Tuesday.
Yeah. Toxic Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Why wasn't Bryce nominated instead of Shador?
I think it's popularity.
Well, let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100.
It's just popularity.
Was Bryce called?
Hold on. Shador was named as a replacement on the AFC side, not the NFC. But a better question would be, why was Trevor Lawrence not named before Shador?
Can I tell y'all something real quick?
Yeah.
Why was Cam Ward not named before Shador? Many options you could take.
Can we all agree to this though? Nobody cares about the Pro Bowl no more. Ain't nobody running to go play nobody's running to go be on a flag football team.
This further
it's
proves
about
the point.
all pro. If it ain't all pro, it ain't shit.
I've been saying
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right, Red. I didn't think about that. Where
It's
she do it?
about
Where she
views.
where he the division he in? You're right. I
Yeah,
didn't think about that.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Look,
know.
I want to get back to
It's
something
about
that
views.
gas.
It's about views.
But Twan, I did want to chime
Oh,
in and say this in
hold,
regards to the Evero thing.
yeah.
So I completely and vehemently, however you say the damn word, disagree with what Zip said about, and you too, Twan, about Evero's stance. I'm not saying that he's not dissatisfied that he doesn't want to coach in Carolina, but he ain't sabotaging himself because what people in corporate America do not do is
Mhm.
want to have a firing on their resume.
Yeah,
He,
Yeah, that
well,
I
puts him
agree with you.
further away from his career goals.
we could get into that, but
Yeah.
Well,
to
the thing
Gas's,
is,
hold
the,
on, let me
the,
finish. Let me
okay.
finish this. But to get to Gas's, hey, look, is my mic low?
Nah, I can hear you clearly,
No, I
Twan.
can
Your
hear
Okay.
mic
you.
No,
ain't
you're
never
good.
low, Twan.
Sometimes when I be talking, motherfuckers be like, "Fuck this nigga." I
No.
kept trying to get in like that double dutch shit. Look, the reason why I agree with Gas is this. First of all, Ever ain't calling the games like he don't want to be fired. You know what I'm saying? That shit that he did at the end of the year, and look, we don't just use what he did at the end of the year because he did that shit several times during the year. But during
Mm-hmm.
a playoff game, that shit you did at the end of the year gets
Mm-hmm.
some defensive coordinators who've been good all year fired.
Okay. I get you. I hear what you're saying. But
And
that's
just
why I need
hold
that's
up,
why
let me finish my point. And to what Gas was saying earlier was this when it comes to Evero, man, was look, man, we can look at the front office all we want to, Gas. We can
Mm-hmm.
look at Cam Morgan all we want to. We can look at Canales. And then somebody brought up that it seemed like all of them love Evero, right?
Yeah, fact. Me.
What have the players said this year and not said when the cameras was in front of them? When it was just like, man, I can't really say shit. And Princely, look, man, I'm gonna love Princely to death, bro. I'm glad he had the balls to say what he needed to say when he said it's not the players.
It's the scheme. Yeah.
What's the scheme?
I'm
Princely,
glad he stepped up and said it. When Derek Brown and Jaycee Horn was sitting next to each other, and Jaycee Horn said practice was shitty. Dudes is out there, and JC and Brown looked at him like, man, he can't say that shit. It's Evero.
and he's like, shit.
So you can say we can look, the coaches, the front office, they gonna always do that media bullshit. But for the most part, players don't like to lie, bro.
Nope.
okay. So can I try to keep it at this topic? Again, to sort of counter what you're saying, and tell me if I'm misinterpreting what you just said, Twan. But basically, you said the play calling that he had was suspect. Most coordinators would get fired for it, but he did it intentionally so he could get out of there.
So the reason why we say intentionally with what he did was that guess this. So when people go like somebody didn't do something intentional, that form of not doing something intentional means I was trying to do something else and I fucked around and did this. I didn't intentionally mean to do this. Evero, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. He went
Mm-hmm.
out there and intentionally called soft zone after soft zone after soft zone on the guy who's going to be MVP of the league on on that last drive, like the Rams was some bullshit ass team, bro.
Thing. Fact.
Kissing after
Fact.
kissing. He did that intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
So Twan, let me tell you, and I was quiet to make sure I listened and understood you correctly. So that is a player, that is a coach who is not going to be seriously considered for anything other than what he has. People aren't going to look at him and say, "Hey, let's bring this guy in to make us better."
Now, Red, you preaching. Is that
Fact.
still
Fact.
part of leadership, Red?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, by
Okay.
definition, as a coordinator, he's a leader.
Thank that's on your resume. So Panther for life. You heard Red said it. He he just pretty much broke it down to you further than I did. Those are all things that's on your resume that these guys are going to look at. I'm not just talking about the presser. I'm also talking about what you have done.
And it's ineffective, Poppin. That's ineffective leadership.
Did he
Because
improve?
if you put
Yes.
your people in a bad situation, how you minimize their chance of being successful.
And but the only thing he can say is, "Oh, well, I didn't have the right personnel."
Yep, that's all he can say. That's
They're
all he
not
can
going.
say.
They're not going to buy that though.
But
Well,
see, the thing is,
you put them in the right position.
it really depends though, because Red, the reason why, and I want to speak back to what you said, the reason why I feel the way I do about that is because if you want to be honest, and Red, you know this very well, Carolina has a history. And for someone like Evero, it'll make it easy for him to plead his case to a new team. I mean, it should theoretically, but like you said, I mean, a GM for another team or any front office for another team, they're gonna see through that. But in his mind, I think that's what this man is thinking. You know
Well,
what?
he
God
can't.
damn it.
But I just on the surface, I would give him more credit on an intellectual level than to agree with y'all, because that's not the way that you go about.
I mean,
That's not the way you go about advancing in the corporate world by
No,
being
that's
Right.
bad at your job.
I
that's
Right.
think you.
true.
I
That's
think you're
true.
disagreeing. I think you're disagreeing with us for debate's sake. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool.
No, I'm
And
not,
that's
I
cool.
Twan. I'm disagreeing
But
with
look,
you on an intellectual
I
level.
got you. No, and I said, and that's cool. But listen,
As a worker, that's
here's a
not how you
fact.
get promoted, is being
Here-
bad at your
But,
job.
but here's a fact, though.
Facts.
Here's a
I don't
fact.
think he was trying to sabotage himself either. I think that
Here's a fact, though. Here's a fact.
it's bad
No,
judgment.
no one's gonna hire Evero to be a head coach. You
Nope.
feel
Not
me?
this cycle.
Look. When they look down and see you had the worst defense ever, they ain't gonna be thinking about the players that you had on the team. They're gonna be like, you didn't maximize what you had. You know what I'm saying? Because look,
Exactly.
a lot of those players came out and made it known. This nigga didn't trust us at all. When we blitzed, we got there, and then he wouldn't do it again. You know what I'm saying? Evero this year, man, with his stingy ways, he decided he didn't want to play young guys this year.
Yep.
Look, when Ransom went out there and chopped the Rams up, right? We people at the game, everybody's like, man, where's Ransom at? He got Ransom on the sideline.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And not only that, there's a breadcrumb of trails. You know, they're gonna all lead
He
back
be
up to
doing this
you.
personal shit with his players, bro.
When
The biggest thing with me is you've seen how terrible Nick Scott has been in this system, dog.
And
He's
that's
been
his boy.
bad.
But that's
But
his boy.
you still play him. You
Yeah,
still play him. That shit eats me the fuck up, man.
because he
well,
loyal to that
that's what I
motherfucker on the
said.
sideline, bro.
Nick Scott is a breadcrumb. It's all gonna lead back to Evero because they're gonna like, well, what about that free safety you had? Didn't you coach him before?
Yeah, we
Well,
don't know what goes on. I mean, there's
You know,
some players that
Yeah,
you
we're all
might think
speculating.
should be hitting the field before Nick Scott, and they just may not. When they get out on the field, the coaches might see something different looking down from the box. He might be
Hey,
3
guys,
feet
just
out of position,
hey
and they're
guys,
like, that ain't where we put you at.
just for the record,
So,
when that music hit, it means I'm bringing somebody else in.
oh my
I
bad, my
can't
bad.
I can't hear the
I didn't
music.
hear the music.
You can hear
I
the damn music, nigga.
I can't hear it. No, I can't in my head, so I can't hear it.
We got Edge in the building now.
Dr.
Yeah,
E,
what's going on, y'all?
What's up, man?
What up, Ed?
Dr. Edgerton.
Not much. I ain't no doctor. I ain't got my PhD in shit.
Pull out your stethoscope.
Hey, look, we're gonna have to call that house over there Natural Born Killers.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I have another toxic topic. I sent it to you, Twan.
Huh?
Did you
You
do
wanna
what
pull
you
that
did
up?
that night just to send Ed some work?
Did I do what?
I said, did you hit Bambi that night just to send Ed some work?
Oh my god.
Ed's the one that
No.
sabotaged their brakes.
Okay.
Ed says,
Good play on words, Papa.
Oh my god.
Just because I know how to work on brakes doesn't mean I don't have
Ed says,
savage.
send that shit my way, bro.
I forgot to put the brake line in, but she got back brakes. Hey, Twan, can you pull that up? What I sent to you?
All right.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and get my little 2 cents in on the Mike Jack thing. I just want to say this. We got to put respect on this man's name. This dude, this dude knows how to play some dang ball, and just let you guys know, for some people out there, just because you don't have the most interceptions for the league or something, or you don't get a lot of interceptions thrown at your way, coming at you your way, doesn't mean you're a bad DB. It can possibly be because they know who you are, and what they do is that they don't throw to you, they avoid you. So what's they're going to do? They're either going to move their number one guy to the other side and make sure that and make sure that you get the weaker guy, so that way they can get their stuff on the other side, or if that shit is blanketed, they're literally not going to go that way. They're not going to go that way. I mean, think about it. Everybody in the football world considers Deion Sanders the greatest cornerback of all times. Why, if that's the case, why don't you think he has less than fucking 75 interceptions in his whole career?
I got to pull this from X.
Nobody was throwing at him.
Exactly. No one was throwing that.
Same with Revis.
Same with Revis.
Exactly, because think about it. The one guy that has the most interceptions in the NFL right now is Dick Night Train Lane with 81. With 81 interceptions. But granted, that was in the 40s. That was in the 30s, 40s, and 50s.
Yeah, that's okay.
That shit. That's a record that's a record that'll never ever be broken in NFL history. So you can go ahead and forget that.
Ain't nobody gonna ever recognize that record either.
Well, the NFL recognizes it. It's different errors, but here's the thing: the NFL does recognize that one.
Nobody's gonna recognize it. Look, man, it was no brothers playing in that sport at that time.
Twan. Dick Night Train Lane is a brother. He's an African American football player.
Yeah, but the level of competition was due to.
Okay.
I think
so just because level of competition is bad doesn't mean they're not going to recognize blood. The NFL recognizes.
What I'm saying is, what was the center for the Boston Celtics?
Lambeer?
No.
Not Lambeer.
Mr. Russell.
Mean ass looking.
Yeah.
Damn, Poppin', that was a mean looking motherfucker, man.
Bill Russell. Bill Russell
Mr.
got the
Russell.
most rings. Bill Russell's got the most rings, but nobody ever puts him in the top 10 because of the level of competition.
If I knew
he was running through shit back there.
Yeah, it was nobody to compete with him.
Kappa man, by the way, my frat. Yes.
Yeah, shout out to Bill Russell.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Bill Russell.
Yeah.
Whoop Chamberlain.
There was absolutely no competition for that guy, man.
Well,
we got some money out there. We got some money out there.
Yeah, we know we can't look away
people
from that.
People say there's no competition out there, but there are people still will put him in the top.
Shout out to Navas. Shout out to Navas. He said Salah had a ton of injuries on the 49ers defense. Let me slow this down. So I want to read this one slowly. I already know where he's going with this. Navas with the $10 super chat. Salah had a ton of injuries on the 49ers defense and lost key defensive players in free agency, and he still did a good enough job to get a head coaching job.
Preach.
So when people want to keep talking about that Evero that season, when they say he didn't have no talent, neither did Robert Salah. Injuries aren't a good enough excuse for Evero. What is he giving?
I agree.
People and them defensive guys were pissed about him being fired. I mean, you heard so many talking about him.
It's all about a lot of times it's about what the players say about you, right? When have you ever heard any of these players going out of their way to get in front of a camera and say, "Man, look, Evero has taught me so much"?
Hey,
Sorry, I
You
mean to
never
laugh at that.
heard it.
Organizations are looking for people who overcome the odds, not who
Facts.
get
Yep.
defeated by the odds.
Are,
Facts.
are you a problem solver, or you just you there when the problem
Correct. They
happens
just
and
look.
you just waiting for
They
I'll
just
something
won't give
to
him a
come through?
pass
I,
that year, bro.
I'll say this
It
though.
wasn't his
Hold
fault.
on. Nah, I'll say this though. I feel like Evero had a problem off the rim. If we being real,
Well, he came to
because
us.
well, not even well when he got here and we drafted Bryce Young, because if you think about it, Frank Reich has a reputation. Look at how some of Frank Reich's teams have looked, especially in Indiana. He had some of like the top defenses over there, man. You know what I'm saying? He has some really good defenses and some really good quarterback play. So Evero probably came into the situation thinking like, okay, goddamn it, this man about to let me allocate a lot of resources to this defense, and I'm gonna be able to build this defense the way I want to. But when he got here and he realized it's completely opposite. They about to exacerbate. You put everything in the Bryce Young, and they about to give me slim pickings. You know what I'm saying? Red, I think that's why this man acting like that. You know, because he thought it was going to be something totally different. For one, he thought that Frank Wright was going to be his head coach for years to come. You know what I'm saying? And he thought it was going to be a Frank Wright culture around here where he get to build the defense the way he wanted to. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
can't be convinced. I can't be convinced. I tend to agree with Poppin. And my experience just in the working world tells me that's not the way you go about getting out of a situation. And also, what Poppin said is if he didn't want to
Wow, this is what
be
you wanted right
in
here?
Carolina, why sign a new all whole damn new contract?
Because he's getting overpaid, Red.
Yeah.
If I know my bread is buttered here, then I'm gonna secure that. And then he still went and fucking interviewed with other people. Let me ask you this: if that's the case, then why did he still take interviews with other people for head coaching jobs?
Because he wants
Because
to be a
because
head
the team
coach.
exactly and think about
But
it. There's only 32 head coaching jobs, and if your
But you
name is
guys both know,
if
like we
if
know,
your
that
name is
no
put in that
one.
cycle, you gotta try to fucking get it because there's only 32. There's only
But
32 of them
y'all
that goddamn
but
already
jobs.
know that
listen to
no one
what I
wants
just
to
asked
hire
y'all.
him.
Listen to what I just asked y'all.
No one
This
wants to
guy,
hire him.
this
It
guy
does.
is getting paid more than our head coach right now. He's getting paid
Yeah.
more than our head coach right now. Okay, so if
Mm-hmm.
I know, so I'm going back to what I said. If I know my bread is buttered here, you see what I'm saying?
Yep.
If
That's what y'all missing that.
Well,
Y'all missing
but
that.
but
no
that's not what
no
your question was. Your question
no,
was then why didn't he take interviews for head coaching positions?
Well, I'm
and the
telling
answer
you,
and the answer is there's only 32 of them dang jobs. In
And he
order for you
wants
to
one
in
of
order
those jobs.
no, not head coaching jobs. No, he don't.
No, he
He's
does
trying.
want one.
He's trying to get to a head coaching job because he knows at the end of the day that's the ultimate goal of where you want to be. Because there's only 32 of them
Yeah,
goddamn
And
jobs,
do you
that's
think
what
I
I
mean,
was
that's
saying,
and
true.
that's the
Juice.
big
That's
That's
what I was
true.
and,
saying.
That's true.
that's the ultimate goal that every coordinator and every coach in the league that's not a head coach, that's what they want. Unless
And
they
no
decided
team
that
is
they
gonna
don't
hire
want to
him
fucking
No,
sight
do
no,
it.
no, 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 no,
unseen.
no, no,
He
no, no,
gotta
no, no,
go
no.
sit
Oh
down for
no,
the
hold
interview.
on,
I,
let me read this money,
I give
guys.
you
Let me read
that.
this money. Let me read this money.
Oh, okay. All right.
Shout out to the guy. Hey, shout out to Eternal 252 with the $5 super chat. He said Mike Jack been on 4 teams. He got here and blossomed. Shout out to Evero. And look,
That's a fact.
if you think Evero has anything to do with his skills, first of all, Mike Jack already shouted out who made him better. It wasn't Evero. Tell him.
Was he with Evero
Yeah.
Yeah.
in Los Angeles?
No, he was not.
No.
He
Okay.
was he was with Seattle.
He's
Okay.
already
Cool.
shouted out who got him better.
Yeah. He already he
I
already
don't know
he
what
already
I don't know
shot
what
out
It
you
wasn't
the
mean.
Evero.
yeah.
It
He
it
already
was our DB coach.
It was
It
our
was our
DB.
DB
it was
coach.
a DB coach.
Yeah.
He
So
didn't
Yeah.
that
give
right
Evero no credit.
right. So
Yeah. He didn't give
let
ever a
let's
zero.
let's let's not act like let's not put props on somebody who didn't get the props.
It
Yeah,
didn't earn it.
I mean he put Mike Jack put the work in. The DB coach uh broke him down and built him back up, and he went out there and did what he's supposed to do. You know,
And then let's not be real. He alongside J.C. Horn, Kyle.
Yeah.
Like,
right?
come on now.
Yeah,
That guy.
iron
J.C.
sharpens
Horn out
iron.
there with him.
But
Exactly.
I want to ask Edge a question though.
What's up?
Do you really think any team is going to hire Evero as a head coach?
It's a possibility.
Again, I'm going back to the Gas thing, like, because I thought Gas made a great point. Like, and I thought, and then combined with Red Swarm's point, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna leave where your bread is buttered. But if Carolina is acting like they can't live without you, then of course I'm gonna go out there and interview with these teams because I have no fear that I'm not coming back to a job.
Exactly. I already know I'm going to come back and get paid. I know I'm going to get
He
paid.
done got interviewed by the Raiders twice.
Hold on.
Let me finish my point. He got
and
interviewed by the Raiders
I want to
twice.
respond, Twan.
Gotcha. He done got interviewed by the Raiders twice, Atlanta, and the Steelers. That's I know people don't want to believe it, man. That's just some Rooney shit.
Okay.
Nobody's fucking with this guy, bro.
Okay, Twan. So let me say this. So first of all, you act like it's an embarrassment for a coordinator to be called to interview for a head coach position. That's one thing, right?
I don't know what
it is not. It is not. Whether it's a Rooney Rule requirement or whatever, you're not going to get this. How many jobs have you been hired for where you didn't go and sit down for an interview? I'm just curious. Let's keep it a buck.
I don't want to do our personal shit with football shit.
No, that's true.
That's true. I did three.
That's
three of
real
them.
easy to answer.
Yeah, no, it's a basic point you're making. It's
What's
a basic point you're making, and I get it.
Yeah. If you want the job, you're gonna have to interview for it.
Yeah,
So
if you won't get it if you don't try.
You think he's gonna sit over there and say, "Nah, I'm good. I think y'all only want to interview me because I'm black and you got to interview."
No, I mean, I've worked jobs that I haven't. My last two jobs I didn't have to interview for.
Okay, so Mike McDaniel, he interviewed for a number of head coach positions. Then he said, "You know what? I like the coordinator opportunity here better," right? So what I'm saying conversely to Evero's position is if Evero were in the same position as Mike McDaniel, he could very easily say, "I withdraw my name from consideration for the Las Vegas Raiders head coach position. I'm satisfied in Carolina."
And he can 100%
be the head coach.
Because Ray can also think but also think about it like this. Freaking the defensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs. He had dominant defenses throughout that whole fucking dynasty. How many interviews has he how many times has his name been fucking requested for interviews for head coaching jobs?
Spags has capped out as a head coach. Everybody in the NFL knows he's not getting another head coaching opportunity.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I said this a while ago. I don't think Evero's going anywhere. I think they made him some promises. I think when Dan Morgan fell on that sword last year before the draft, I think it was set in stone right then and there. If we would have known that he already got extended, I mean, we wouldn't be having this conversation. And they kept that under wraps for reasons why, because they knew the fan base would be upset. But he's not going anywhere at all.
I don't understand why we having this conversation, period. Because
you brought it up.
The motherfucker is not going.
You brought it up.
And then he said he don't understand.
Guess what I said at the top? But guess what? Hey, guys, before you got, do you hear what I said at the top? I was like, I don't know how to tell y'all this, but that motherfucker is not going nowhere, bro.
Nah,
nobody
want him.
Ain't
nobody want him.
Evero, bro.
And I feel like deep down inside, he knows that. That's why, to me, it don't even make no sense why you would even try to go interview. You know your resume from the Carolina standpoint ain't good. And like we all know.
He got to show initiative, guys. He got to. He got to go.
Exactly. I mean, I feel you.
I'm going to cut all the bullshit, guys. If we had fired him and he wasn't coming back as a DC, right? I'm putting all my chips that nobody would have even hired him as a DC.
Yep. I would have
But
lowballed his ass. I would have
I
told
would
his ass, man,
have.
check this out.
Nobody would
You
have
want
I
took
don't know
off.
about
you want
that.
to interview? You want to interview for
Ain't
head
nobody
coaching
fucking with him.
jobs? You want to interview for head coaching jobs? Well, check this out. The last 2 years, my defense ain't been great anyway.
Well, he
God
been
damn it.
trying.
Here's what I'll
So what
offer
the
you.
fuck am I gonna hire you
He
for?
been trying. He been trying to get interviews as a DCF, but Tepper blocked it. He been trying to leave for a while, but he ain't going nowhere.
Uh,
Another subject on Toxic Tuesdays is why I asked Twan to pull this video up.
yeah, man.
Uh,
Like,
can you
why
play
you
the
got me
video? Can you
bullshit
play
ass
the?
Hornets?
Can you? Man, don't.
Go ahead and
Okay.
say fuck you, right? They are bum. They are trash, but go ahead.
But you act like I go out here and be like, yeah, the Charlotte Hornets are the best.
Like, get to your point, bro.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what was your point.
That the Charlotte Hornets are absolute
But
doo-doo.
nobody's talking about the Charlotte Hornets.
All right, let's go.
Play the video. Come on, Maestro.
Oh, you want the volume too?
Well, other people are listening.
All right, here we go.
Now, right there. If y'all don't know who that is Jonathan Brooks.
Brooks. Yeah.
I call him Jonathan Broke.
Oh,
Says it.
JB.
JB.
I call him
JB.
I call him Jonathan Broke. Now I've heard people and look, I'm about to be toxic because
Yeah, because why you wait for Edge to come up here before you tell Twan to pull this up?
Yeah.
I don't. It wasn't for Edge. I wasn't. Bro, I was not talking to Edge at all. I try to
They're just
promise
not
you.
a Hornets fan.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't
It's
thinking.
because
I
JB.
know about Jonathan Brooks in Texas.
Look, Red. The last
Kill
thing
me.
I don't have a college team like that anyway, and I wasn't thinking
Yes.
about the Texans and Edge
Well,
at the
Edge
time.
loves his
Yeah,
Longhorns.
well,
Everybody
I
knows
do.
that.
he could love them, but
But
I weren't thinking that toxic.
yeah.
Red. See how far you
Okay.
go.
My bad, Papa.
But
My
but
bad.
but
Oh, shit.
but that's
Oh,
fine.
shit.
Yeah,
That
Red.
ain't
But that's
crazy.
fine. But that's fine,
That ain't
Red.
crazy.
Um, people be killing XL for riding a horse, but he ain't got two torn ACLs.
Yeah, they be roasting his ass.
Well,
They be roasting him. Why is you out there? Hold on. Why is you out there on that slick ass floor shooting a jump shot? Huh? You don't get paid to go out there and shoot. Matter of fact, only time you should be jumping really should be on a mattress or a trampoline.
Papa like that nigga out there in Gators. He said
Huh?
Pop
slick and slow.
says he's supposed to be
Huh?
out there barefooted.
Hey,
This is
he
this is hey
like
this
he
is
out there
this
with
is
Gators on.
hey this is when peer
That boy.
pressure. This is when peer pressure. You should have said no.
Man,
Nah,
they
bro,
got
I'm
all
cool. I'm
they
cool,
got all
bro.
the
Go ahead, man. I'm
boys,
gonna,
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
gonna
they
let you
said it.
do it.
They
Nah,
kind of
I
said it
agree
They
with
like
got
you.
he
all
I
the
he
agree
had
with
best
you.
to.
NBA
If
boys,
he
bro.
would have came, hold on, man. Because none of y'all were talking about this. If he would have landed on that knee the wrong way after taking that 2-inch vertical that he has,
He said 2 inch vertical. Did he
what you
leave
say
the
then?
ground? Did he
He
leave the ground?
barely. Now look, congratulations. The shot was wet, but
Mm-hmm.
brother,
Let me see his left.
we don't have time to see you shooting nothing.
But
I
Pop,
think they
But
trying to show people he
inside the end
rehabbing
zone.
good.
hold up. In his
Is he
defense,
rehabbing for the Hornets?
Damn, Pop.
he's not gonna jump up in the
That
sky for a standing still 3-point shot, bro.
you're missing my point. You're missing my point. Leave that to the professional NBA players with your bad knees.
I think you
To
missed
leave
with
it
that
to the
one, Pop.
He
professionals.
I
shouldn't have
mean,
been
look,
his ass out there,
you
period.
can't tell this
Right,
man.
thank you.
Oh
Cause
man, y'all wrong.
Gas.
Don't
He a
you tell this man
liability.
he can't
He
just
a
get
Exactly.
Twan. He a
Mm-hmm.
liability. Anything can
Liability, dog.
happen. Boy slip on a banana peel, it's over.
man, you going
He
too far,
chilling.
bro.
He at practice, so he must be cool with at least some of the
Man,
How?
you
players.
motherfuckers,
Listen, let me ask you this, Red. How is he developing on the football field and he over there shooting jump shots?
hey man, that's probably his homie or some
And
Huh?
shit.
you might as
Oh,
well popping. Then you
Huh?
might as well reserve that question for Bryce Young too,
I
because
knew
guess what
I
he
knew
does?
Hey,
Clem was
hey,
gonna get it.
hey,
Exactly.
hey,
Because I was going to say the
hey,
exact same thing. I was going to let y'all just say it first.
mm,
Claire. When I see Bryce Young videos, I give it to him too. Because
No, I
why
know,
are you
but I'm
jumping with
just
bad ankles?
I think it's more so the fact with Bryce for me, if I'm being honest, when it comes to him, it's more of like you are not like he's not progressing well.
Thank you.
You don't need to be practicing, and I get it. You've said it. You said it. You said it when he said it when he was in Alabama and he was doing his podcast when he was at Alabama as part of his NIL shit, and he literally said, and I quote, that basketball will always be his first love. Well, that's cute.
Yep.
Well, this the thing is, you got Cankles, who's Bryce Young, and you got Dangles, who's barely holding on with whatever restricted ACL. Boy, stop doing this crazy stuff.
It may be something to it with these quarterbacks.
Maybe it is.
Doesn't CJ have some
Y'all
sort
trying
of
to say these motherfuckers
pre-game
can't
ritual?
do shit in their spare time, bro?
No. They can't ride horses. They can't do online videos. They can't shoot no basketball. No.
He's on a fucking NBA court, man. That shit ain't slippery.
And tell that to Derrick Rose.
What is this? So you saying this man can't motherfucking take a shot?
Nope. Take a shot of liquor.
Damn, bro, y'all hard.
I don't want the man to have no life. Just wrap him in
can't take a shot.
Hey, listen, Red. What I've learned over these past 2 years. These guys can't have no personal life. So if everybody else catching hell, he gonna catch hell too with me.
I see you. I feel you.
Nah,
don't be pulling nobody out no four-wheeler. Don't be shooting no threes.
I've always been against that.
Don't be playing at the YMCA basketball court. We caught you, Bryce. We caught you.
These dudes got personal lives, man. Y'all gotta cut this shit out.
No, they better play GTA 5.
The only reason why I was getting on Bryce was because he was doing it. He was doing it in the middle of the season. In the middle of your football season, you were worrying about a pickup football. Really? Or pickup football, pickup basketball.
And this motherfucker said that my first, you can't be an NFL quarterback and say my first love is basketball.
Well, he can't play basketball because he's 5'10".
He said a whole lot of other dumb shit though.
That's not true, Spud Webb. Muzzy Bones.
Well, he ain't no Spud Webb. We all know that. But
and then Edge's defense, Edge pretty much said that he pretty much.
Hey, look, when he walked away, you could tell he hurt.
I'll say this though.
Look, let us. He shoot.
Get that
bam, hit it.
Pop.
It look ow.
I think Bryce Young gonna be all right next year, man. I ain't gonna lie.
What's up?
I think Bryce Young gonna be all right next year.
That's how I turn around.
Hey, Gas.
That's that turnaround move. That's that old man turnaround move.
He did that.
Come here, boy.
Yes, you say that every year, bro.
That's why I moved right past it, Twan. I didn't even try to,
I said it. Look, I even said it last year, bro.
Nah,
what's up,
Twan?
I said it wasn't
him. He gonna be all right, man. Trust me.
How's he gonna be better next year when he fell back this year?
From one light skinned brother to the next light skinned brother. All right, keep messing with LaMelo. LaMelo be hurt too. Keep playing around.
Eternal 252 said 336. These niggas tripping.
Yeah,
it ain't nobody tripping. It's just me. It's just me.
You gotta start calling you niggas out. Hey, hit the link. Eternal 252. Hit the fucking link.
He gonna be all right.
Eternal do his thing in the chat.
He ain't gonna do that in the chat.
Hit the link, bro. I don't understand why guys are afraid.
That's not.
I don't understand why guys are afraid to talk a podcast.
Twan, let me say this. If you would, please. Let me say this for Eternal. That's not his thing. You're not going to induce him to do it. That's not his thing, bro.
Listen, I just want to say this though. Nobody on this show is gonna come for you, man. It's all fun.
It's not a
if you
fear
can be
thing.
tough in the chat,
it's not a fear
thing.
It's not a fear thing though.
No one is going. Look, nobody can see you. You can do that voice shit like the dude with the Cody show.
Everybody don't want to do that, man. We just glad that they here, man.
The man got principles, Twan.
Just pull up, man. I think a lot of these dudes really do want to say something, man. They just
Twan.
They see a lot of people get fucking jigged on, and crazy motherfuckers, and then they're like, I ain't trying to get into. I'm telling you, on this show, you're safe, bro.
Shit, that boy Bryson be good next year, man.
Hey, man, listen.
I went 336 today. He's the best ball coach.
Yes.
Who gonna be good next year?
I ain't been trying to talk about Bryce for real.
He's gonna be all right, man.
I ain't even trying to talk about Bryce.
I ain't getting into that Bryce shit. Yeah, I see what you're trying to do, guys.
I ain't really trying to. I
He's
ain't really
not
trying to
gonna
do
be all
nothing. I
right.
just wanted to throw that out there, you know.
Too early.
Hey,
Too early. Hey, Red, it's too early, Red.
I'm glad you threw that out there.
I know that's right.
Hey, well, guys, look,
do this shit back.
I'm glad you threw that out there,
I say we throwing that shit back.
we already got enough shit for that man already.
I'm gonna tell you why, guys.
It's all about the
It's all
defense right
good.
now.
I
Talking about
just,
the
I,
defense,
I
the
bro.
just
men
know,
do
I
that
just
shit,
know to
guys.
keep it 100. I'm on record in other places standing behind the nigga, so I ain't trying to be over here not standing behind him. Man.
Well, if
And,
you
you
standing
know,
behind
No,
him,
no, you
he show.
good.
Hey,
You good.
if you standing
yeah,
behind him, he show his
yeah.
code
I mean, no, I wouldn't say that.
because
I
he's sitting
You
in
wouldn't
your
had
say that.
you
shadow.
had him for 10-7 this year, didn't you, Zip?
Yeah, I sure did. I had him for 10 plus wins. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought so.
I did.
It's all
Hey,
good.
man.
We
Hey, look,
fell, we
We was
fell
only short
short of
by two.
that,
We
but
was
it's
only
all
short by
good.
two.
we
We
got
was
Hey,
only
one
well,
short by
Mac
two
Town
at the last.
Tony.
that's
We got
enough of
one
my
Mac
Toxic
Town
Tuesdays.
Tony,
I have
man.
nothing else to say on Toxic Tuesday when it comes to toxic stuff.
Yeah,
We'll
it's
come back
Toxic
to you next
Tuesday.
week.
Toxic Tuesday. Get it off your chest today, bro. He said, man, what is MacTown Tony said, man, what is it this time? Why y'all nitpick so much? And I think
Just
he's talking
cracking
about
jokes,
me.
bro. Just cracking
Wayne,
jokes.
you know, hey, bro,
Mm-hmm.
listen. It's what Pop said is this Toxic Tuesday, man. But it's like we telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't nitpicking. It's just a debate show, bro. We can't kumbaya on every show.
True. You can't.
You gotta keep
And
it,
then
you know.
because then it'd be boring. It'd be boring as hell. But my thoughts on Jonathan Brooks is this: hey, look, if he gets his chance to freaking play, he gets a chance to play. Honestly, I don't think he's getting a chance to play. I think we're going to get rid of him in this offseason just to bring somebody else in. So that's just my thing on Jonathan Brooks, and that's all.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Edge. The more I thought about it, Edge, I'm willing. I want to give him a chance, bro. I want to see what he got.
Why would you
I want to
cut
see
him
what he
or
got.
let him go before you see what he has?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Yeah, if you asking me, I wouldn't. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that motherfucker might be a killer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was a
Yeah,
high
he
draft
might
pick,
be.
so evidently they
Yeah.
saw something in him.
Yeah, I want to
Mm-hmm.
squeeze him in. You know,
My
Nah, you damn
my
sure gotta give
opinion.
JB some bounce. You
the
gotta
thing
bring him
is,
in slow
the thing
though.
is, he
You
came
gotta
on.
bring him in slow.
We can't. The thing is, he came in with an injury coming out of college, and then he immediately got that same injury with us. That's why motherfuckers are scared of him, bro. But I don't
I'm
know.
not.
Maybe he's been out long enough to get it done.
Yeah, I mean, there was one game where he did show a little
There
bit
was
of what he can actually do, and one game that was in that Tampa Bay game. You know, and
he did.
he did all right, but he showed what he can do when he can be healthy. Now we just gotta see what he can do with it 100%.
I need to hear what AC
like,
was fixing to
Go
say
ahead,
to
Claire.
us.
Oh no, I was just gonna say if the plan is also not to even bring back Rico Dowdle, then it would be stupid to not allow Jonathan Brooks to try to play out a season, considering the fact of how cheap he is right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and there's a lot of people I've heard who are arguing that we should be focusing on getting like an actual premier running back, and I'm just we cannot and here this is what's sad. We're in a position where we think we have to have premier everything on that offense because of a certain 5, 9, and 3/8 QB that we've got.
Oh shit.
So because of that, no team has a premier everything at every position, and I'm sorry, but we don't have the money or the resources to be that team even next year. So if y'all are wanting us to go spend, because I've even heard people say we should go get the young man out of Notre Dame.
No, he's gonna be going for it. He's gonna be going for it.
I believe it or not, I've seen him fall, so I don't know, but still,
he's back up
y'all,
there.
y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop.
So this
stop wanting a premier everything at every position, because the one thing we would love to have a premier thing at that position we don't have.
My thing is this with the running back thing, and I'll be done with it. It's stupid for you to want to keep getting premier running backs when Canales didn't use the two we had. Canales stopped running the ball, bro. He eventually put the ball in Bryce's hands, bro.
Well, because the defense was shutting. Yeah, because the defense was putting 8-9 on the box and telling Bryce Young, "Hey, this was your arm."
So if you saw that Seattle game, so who had the pleasure of watching that Seattle and that Rams game, right?
I did.
I love that game was an instant classic. You know why? Because neither one of those teams, even though they were getting short yardage, ever stopped running the ball.
No,
you cannot throw the shit unless you set it up. Both teams never stopped running the ball.
True, but also they got quarterbacks who are also competent enough to know when to freaking use their running backs and when not to use them.
Nah, we're talking about running backs, Edge. Canales completely stopped using 2,000-yard backs because he wanted to put the ball in Bryce's arms too much, bro. You got 2,000-yard backs, and when Tuma got completely healthy, he still stopped going to the running back.
Yeah, they put 8-9 on a box. Canales wanted to see. Canales wanted to see what the fuck Bryce could do.
Say it one more
All
time.
right, and that's what
Guys, tell him, bro. You never stop running the ball.
No,
trust me. I know you don't stop running the ball.
I agree with you wholeheartedly.
No, I agree. I agree. You never stop running the ball. I agree with that.
Like he's winging it, bro.
So that means one or two things. Either that means that Evero needs to get with his run game coordinator and figure out, hey, you need to freaking come up with some plays to open up the run game. Or, I mean, not Evero, fucking Canales. Fucking needs to get to his running backs coach and say, hey, you need to figure out how to fucking get some running plays open up for me. Or he needs to fucking figure out how to what plays can help him open up the run game. So that means that fucking Canales need to freaking reinvent his damn fucking playbook.
But yeah,
over again.
I agree with that. But guess what though? If you're an NFL head coach, you should already have that shit. Like what this dude is constantly. I want to ask Gas though. Hey Gas, what do you think? What do you think about Canales' scheme, bro?
To be honest with you, I like Canales, man. I like Canales. I like what he's trying to do. Canales he's stubborn, I'll say that. He's very stubborn and he gets frustrated very easily. And you see it in the play calling, but I like what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? I think that he's a second year head. He's a second year going on. Listen, he's a second year going on third year head coach. And I think he's figuring things out, but I think that our offense is improving. We're getting better. We got a lack of in a lot of spots, and we got to really get consistent. And I think the wide receiver position, get consistent play there. But
okay, so this is where the debate part comes in. I'm going to specifically ask Claire. I'm going to specifically ask Pop. Did we get better this year offensively?
No. I'm here to tell you right now, no. Regardless, because someone's going to bring up T-Mac and Bryce Young's, he got 11 yards over 3,000 for the first time in his career, and people are going to go ape shit. Look, like it or not, since we've had Bryce, essentially, even with the upgrades that we've made and adding weapons and all this other stuff, our offense for most of the big major categories has stayed in the mid-20s or the 30s in a lot of those categories. Nothing has changed. Nothing has blossomed. The only thing that has gone up, if anything, is the run game. But if we're talking strictly like anything with the pass or anything dealing with Bryce Young, that has all stayed in those latter 20 sections and in the 30s. That has not changed.
So you're telling me that the run game went up, and then he decided he didn't want to use that shit, but he wanted to stay with what was bringing his numbers down.
Well, and that's why I had that article and we had that conversation months ago, Twan, when I talked about everything dealing with Canales potentially being tied to how great and good Bryce Young could be made to look. And you can't do that if he's not getting the ball.
Guys, I'm just tired of the fluff with the team. I'm tired of the fluff.
If
I'm tired of the
Bryce
coaches on
Young,
the panel saying shit that we don't believe. It's like, man, we got 2 eyes. We see what's going on the field. I'm tired of Canales going up there lying to us straight to our face. He didn't get better as a coach. He did it. That's why I said, can you name something specifically that he got better at?
You said, can I name something specifically that he got better at?
You said, I like him. He's getting better. What did he get better at?
I mean, I think what we saw from Canales this year is him staying with what he came in saying. You know what I'm saying? Now, where I feel like we got better at, Bryce Young scored more touchdowns this year, didn't he?
No. I said, what did Evero
Listen, but you said what did Evero get better at?
Evero? Okay, let's see.
I mean, it's arguable, but what I'm saying is, I feel like bro stayed with his message. He stayed with what he came in preaching.
But guys, I'm not getting on. By no means am I getting on guys. But guys, don't you want to see some results?
And it's gonna take time.
You can only keep preaching the same sermon to me so many times, bro.
But this was his second year as a head coach, bro. This is his second year.
Some guys do get fired after one. I mean, we did it.
I mean, that's true. That's true. But you gotta see the situation a little differently. You know what I'm saying? Because this Bryce Young is a Tepper guy. So in a situation like what we seen this year with Bryce Young, we sliding into the playoffs the way we did. Bryce Young, his touchdowns going up, things looking a little better. You know what I'm saying? That's going to solidify his spot from a Tepper standpoint. Yep. He's going to be pushing all of these guys to continue to invest in Bryce Young the way he assembled this shit to be. So, I mean, I see it only getting better. Now, the reason why I'm standing the way I'm standing is I feel like coming into this year, our wide receiving core was from a Bryce standpoint, I feel like he expected it to be a little better now. Adam Thielen got traded. David Moore went down. Jalen Coker went down. You know what I'm saying? So it forced naturally Chet to be our number one receiver. You know what I'm saying? And then the struggles with Excel just really threw shit. You know what I'm saying? They just really threw fire on the offense.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
But look, Coker wasn't wide receiver 2. That was Excel. He didn't make Excel better. He didn't call plays for Excel. And then, like quite frankly, like Pop says all the time, and I don't think Bryce and Excel are a good match.
Oh, they're not. They're not.
I'll say this.
That's false. I think that's false when you say he didn't give Excel opportunities. I think he called a lot of plays for Excel. Excel didn't execute. Excel didn't execute a lot of them.
Negative.
Excel didn't execute a lot of them.
Negative. I've seen too many times where Excel was wide open and Bryce Young did not throw it to him. You can look at the all 22 for proof of that.
And I've argued this already. If I went to an Excel multiple times and he let me down, naturally as a quarterback, I'm not gonna go to you. If you look at going back to last year, that Philly game, look at that. Y'all talk about this man arm. That man put that shit in Excel's hands. Put it in Excel's hands. No. We've seen flashes of it this year.
Gas. The problem with that is y'all do not start putting out Bryce's problems, bro. What he gonna do?
There's some false in that statement you said, sir.
Okay. Well, let's talk about it.
But no, because we're gonna have to talk about it. But I'm not gonna do it right now.
Before you go though, let me say something real quick, bro. Hey, guys, bro, it's been a minute, man, since I heard from you, bro. Hey, man, shout out to you though, bro. You know we always used to kick it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where you've been. I hope all is well with you and everything too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everything good. Everything good.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Go ahead, Pop.
No, y'all continue. I don't, listen.
Man, I got some feelings, man.
It is not about it ain't about feelings and none of that. I just I feel like I should save it for another day.
Okay.
That's what that man feels about Excel. He has every right to feel that way about the
Yeah,
XFL Tour.
I feel like because at the same time to keep it
I
100
just
with you guys.
I just want you to, I just want you to keep it fair. That's all I'm gonna say. If you're gonna break down XL, you gotta keep it fair.
You
Because
don't want us to break down Bryce.
if you
Oh,
talking
break
about
it down.
I'm just saying if how many drops did T Mac have this year?
A lot.
And how
Okay,
many
how
more
many
were
drops did XL
touchdowns?
have this year?
Hey, hold on.
No,
What was your next question?
how many drops did did XL have this year?
He didn't listen. The thing is, he didn't
No,
have
just
as
answer the
many.
question. No, it
He
ain't
didn't
got.
have it. He didn't
Well,
have
see,
as
I
many
want clear
drops.
though. He's
He
got to
didn't
have
have as
the
many drops as
opportunity
he
No,
to
didn't
catch
have
up
as
with
many
you,
drops
bro.
as T Mac. He didn't have
you
as
know
many
what?
drops as T Mac. You're right.
So how many?
I don't know the exact number. I know it was
Oh,
significantly less though. I know it was significantly
it was
less.
very significantly less because
Uh huh.
XL only had 2 drops.
He had significantly less targets as well. But
Mm-hmm.
what I'm
Uh,
getting at
what
what I'm getting
so
at
what
is
that mean? What that mean also is before you judge XL,
Mhm.
you have to look at the quarterback because if you're only getting target 1 time a game, let's say this. I said this before. I'm not comparing T Mac and XL at all. I'm not. But I'm going off of opportunities in a game. If T Mac gets 140 targets and XL only gets 63, and XL only gets 1 target a game, but T Mac gets 10, it's not XL.
I mean, yeah. I
And you don't even
my
want me to go into Bryce Young's on target percentage when he throws because that's also
Claire, that's a
bullshit.
whole nother bag.
Yep.
It's a whole nother
hey,
bag.
That's
But
also a very shitty
but
stat. So
we
for
we
keeping
as
it a
I think
Panther
buck.
he
fans,
struggled. I think he
we
struggled
as
this
Panther
year
fans,
there,
we will
but
find a target
his
and we will
touchdown
stay on
still
that.
went up. His touchdown still went up. He still was
We're
able
not.
to.
No. I'm not
Listen,
talking
no,
about Bryce.
that's true.
I'm talking. I just jumped in because of the XL part. Because y'all
Man,
talking about Canales
my thing
did
is,
Bryce play better? Once again, I still feel this way. Yeah, I agree. I do like Canales too. So me and you on par on that. I do like
Mhm,
Canales too.
Not me.
But I feel like, and this is my opinion,
mhm.
that Bryce Young enables Canales play calling. You are not going to be able to see Canales' full potential with Bryce Young because Bryce Young does not have elite traits.
Yep.
So
Well,
I can only
Well,
call what he can do.
mhm.
That's
And
it.
gas and
Well,
gas. Let me also
Handicapped.
and gas and let me also bring this up to you because it's also been proven too. Nick
mhm.
Not
Saban
saying
had a
Bryce
change
can't
up in
play
his
better. Sure. He could definitely tighten some things up. His footwork, he can get stronger. He can look at more tape. He can read defense better. He could process the game faster. He can do those things to make him a better
I
quarterback.
just don't think they're good
But
for each
there's a
other.
limitation
I
of
keep
what
saying it.
Bryce can do.
I'm gonna keep
And when,
saying it though. Those guys are not good because look, guys did make a point. Excel and Bryce are not good for each other for whatever reason.
well,
But
guess what?
Mhm.
let
Blame
me
his
finish though.
daddy,
But
because his
listen,
dad is the one that said he wanted
but his
Excel.
numbers, but Bryce's touchdowns did go up. He
Yeah.
does eyeball it. I mean, he feels like he got a better connection with Tet and a better connection with Coker.
Bro, he
But
only throws the light skinned niggas.
And
oh, here we
listen.
go.
Hear me
Listen,
out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
no,
Hear
I
me
got
out.
you. Let me finish my point. Listen,
XL got outperformed by Jalen Coker 2 years in a row, and Jalen Coker missed significant time. XL, the same thing you could say with XL being downfield, wide open. He also has. We could go back and look on the film as the eye test. We don't even got to look at all these stats.
they're
There's a
not,
lot of effort plays. There's a lot of lack of effort plays as well. I've
not
seen
both of
plays
them.
where this man flat out not blocking, flat out just not blocking, letting niggas get to the quarterback or get to the running back. Like this man, he hasn't been good so far. Now, what I will say about XL, if you look at his college trajectory, he's due for a breakout.
Yeah, we
He's
ain't
due
waiting
for a
for 5
breakout.
years.
I feel you. I feel you. We shouldn't. I don't think we should. I think if he don't
I'm telling
perform
you, them
this,
guys
I think
not.
if
Hey,
he
guys,
don't,
they're not good for each other, man. One look, Bryce ain't gonna be the one they gonna get rid of either. They
oh,
just
he's
not good
not
for
because
each
he's a
other.
temper guy.
Yeah. They just not good
And
for each other. For whatever reason, it's not like XL is not getting open. And most of the times, like Papa them said, when I see him throw the XL, he throwing at this man's feet. He throwing a ball to him that he can't fucking catch. And then the other times, he's not even looking his way. So I'm telling you, it's got to look. I don't think XL and Bryce talk to each other in that damn locker room or on the field. And look, we've seen this shit happen with many teams so many times before. Sometimes
Just
guys
throw me
don't
the
have
deep ball. Just throw me
sometimes
the
I'm
deep
telling,
ball.
some of these
telling
guys
you,
just don't have chemistry, bro. I don't think they got good
man.
chemistry.
They don't. And what I'm telling you is Bryce Young has given up on XL to an extent. Now, from a team standpoint, from a Dave Canales and this coaching style, wide receiver coach, they haven't given up on him. But Bryce Young don't fuck with him. That's what we're seeing. And you got to understand from a business standpoint, it's never going to work out the way someone like in XL's position wants it to. He's going to have to put in effort. If he sits there with this mindset like, oh, well, they brought me in number one and I should get my opportunity still. And, nigga, people are coming in surpassing you. Not even Ted, Jalen Coker. Jalen Coker is our number two now, nigga. You had the opportunity to be that this year.
Well,
Gas,
people ain't gonna want to hear
gas,
this.
gas. You just said. You
People ain't gonna
just.
want to hear this, but Coker's better receiver than XL.
XL is.
Gas.
He's a much
Gas.
better receiver.
You just said Bryce Young doesn't f with him,
Mm-hmm.
and it shows. So Bryce Young holds his career in his hands by not throwing him the ball.
The
It's
ball.
What
also
do
his.
y'all
But
Yep,
mean
yep.
by
Hold on, hold on,
what do
hold
but
on,
y'all
whose
hold
mean by
on.
fault
not
is
Listen,
that?
effort?
listen,
But
listen
whose
to me.
fault is
Listen,
that though?
listen, listen, listen to respond.
Y'all are both
Mhm.
If
right
you,
though. That's what y'all not
if you,
understanding.
we broke down a whole video that Bryce
Mhm.
Young sits down with the coordinator and
Mhm.
comes up with the concepts of what plays he likes, who's gonna do what, and
That's
where.
true.
Mhm.
Right? So that
Mhm.
means he knows
I
where
agree with that.
everybody is, where they're going, where they should be. If I
Mhm.
only give you the ball once per game, that means what, guys? You're
I
pointing
mean,
the
I don't
finger
like
at
you.
the wrong person when you just sit here and
And guess
convicted the man who committed a crime.
and guess who told on him?
Good gracious.
And guess who told him?
But listen though, not even the effort plays. What about the multiple plays this year when XL's catching the ball on the sideline and not even realizing that you know what I'm saying? He not
That's a
even
fact
his
too.
awareness,
He
his
has no
awareness
awareness.
is off.
Yeah.
He's XL took a step back this year, dog. No matter what y'all
They
want to
are
say,
not
when we
good
went to
for each
him,
other.
he did not show up. I'm sorry. He had one good game this year.
As
One.
far as I can
That's
see,
it.
Bryce is only good for one wide receiver.
That's not true. He was good
Yeah,
Oh
with
no.
yeah,
Adam Thielen.
yeah,
Step
yeah,
He
on
it
was
bro.
good
is.
with
Yeah,
Adam
yeah, yeah,
Thielen.
yeah.
Good with Thielen too.
That's
Yeah.
He
one.
was good with Adam Thielen.
That's one.
And
Who's the number two?
Ted. That's 2,000
No,
yard
no, no.
wide
That's
receivers
one
under
a
Bryce
year.
Young.
You're missing what I'm saying. That's one a year.
Man, listen.
He was good with Coker and Smith too, bro.
If Jalen Coker
Coker
didn't
only
miss
had
this year,
300 yards. What
okay,
y'all
but
bragging like
I can
Coker was there
guarantee
for
you,
17 games? Do y'all
man,
know how many games?
guarantee.
Hold on,
That's
hold on,
what I'm
hold on, hold
saying.
on,
He
hold
had
on,
to
hold
play
on.
the smaller
Do
sample
you know?
size.
Do you know how many games Coker has missed in the last 2 years?
First of all, Coker don't
A
drop
lot.
shit.
He's missed a lot.
He's missed a lot.
Hmm.
That's why he
Now hold on,
only.
hold on. Now have y'all broke down?
Best
Hold on, hold
ability
on.
is availability. Just
Thank you.
saying.
Now have you
That's
broke down
true. That's
now have
true.
y'all broke down the film on the see the route concepts that XL runs and Coker runs? Hmm?
But
Have you?
Claire, look, I won't get a clear on this. But Claire, we can name
That's a
so
no.
many teams where a
Okay.
quarterback has his favorite fucking wide receiver, and most of the other wide receivers don't even see the ball like that. We can name a lot of teams like that.
We a lot. Look at
Okay.
how look
But
at Puka Nakua
but if
and
that's the case, then I guess what's the point of arguing whether XL should stay or not? Then if
That's
that's
my whole
knowledge.
point. You know what I keep saying? They're not good for each other, man. They need to make
well,
that
I,
No,
stop.
my point.
we got him in the first
I
round.
think you misinterpreted my point. My point
Oh,
is
okay.
saying that if we all know that a lot of QBs have their one guy and they don't really share the ball in that sense, like, I think we don't have a T. Higgins and a Jamar Chase. Got it. I understand that.
We got to check McMillan. We got to check McMillan.
We got to
my
shit.
point is, and I've brought this up before too. If you're going to make excuses for your quarterback, and he's getting better-ish, then you need to be able to be patient with your wide receiver, who is also a first-round pick as well. So if you're willing to be patient for one and not the other, then not to take this word from anybody, but you're being disingenuous. Then
I got a question.
Hold on. Let me respond to that though.
Hold on, I got a question. I got a question. I said that first. Listen, Claire, I think what Claire said is true. Where I would debate Claire on that is when I would ask her this. Cam's favorite target was a tight end. Who was Cam's second guy on the team?
Ted Ginn.
I was going to say, well, it depends on which year.
Benjamin.
And then there was Ted Ginn. What are you talking about? At one point, and then there was Steve Smith at one point. There's Ted Ginn at one point. But if you're talking about just like in that 2015 team, it was Greg.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
No. What are you saying, Claire? What are you saying, Claire? What are you saying?
You gotta let me clear it up. Shit, I should have cleared
it
up. What Claire said. I'm talking about life after Steve Smith. So yeah,
Ted Ginn was his number 2, even when Greg Olsen was there.
By the numbers he was, but damn, bro, he just
ain't that the point?
Else was open.
Ain't that the point?
But I can show you the other receivers was close to what Ted Ginn did.
Okay. Did Ted Ginn get 1,000 yards? Hold on. Did Ted Ginn get 1,000 yards that year?
Who?
Ted Ginn. G.
That was his deep threat.
It don't matter what position he. Oh my God, y'all make excuses for everything.
Here's my thing though, and here's the difference, and because I don't want to, and I don't even want to go down this road where we start comparing quarterbacks now. Like it or not,
we're talking about receivers.
No, I know, but I think
y'all talking about quarterback because y'all are okay with a quarterback not giving his receivers the ball, especially when ones are not available.
So
he gets 300 yards. He gets 300 yards.
By that definition, it sounds like we're saying that what we need to do now in this draft is go get Kenyon Sadiq and go get him a premier tight end. Is that what I'm gathering now?
No, what you're saying, Claire, is exactly what I'm saying. We're saying the same thing. They're just not admitting it. If the problem is okay, so if you get another wide receiver in here, right? And Bryce don't F with him, guess what? Get rid of him too, right?
Nah,
come on, no. That's what y'all.
The thing is, what I'm trying to tell you guys is, what I'm trying to tell you guys is the reason why Bryce don't mess with him is self-inflicted by XL. XL is giving up on plays. He's taking plays off. XL is giving up on plays.
Show me proof where he
he's not giving up. To speak back to what AC said, he's not giving up on any other receiver. Everybody else, he look at the connection he had with Bryson Tremaine when Bryson Tremaine went out there.
In no role, or does he have the clout to sit here and give up on any wide receiver?
Guys, listen.
He made the Bryson Tremaine on the
team. Like what did he do?
He made a couple plays.
We're basing this on a couple plays. Oh my goodness!
No, I'm not basing it on a couple plays. I'm basing it on the fact that the other guys that he went to, there was actually some sort of connection there. That's continuity we can bring back next year.
I'm
continuity we can bring back next year.
I'm leaning Gas's way, man.
Man. Come on, man. Y'all gotta see it.
I say it again. Look, y'all can keep ignoring it when I keep saying it, but Bryce and X. Look, if it's not working, then we can't make them force the shit. Then one of them got to go. And it ain't gonna be Bryce.
Okay, well then go play swapsies. Then go play swapsies. Then let's do the Carolina thing. Go play swapsies with Buffalo. Get Keon Coleman here and send XL to the Buffalo.
You're so absolutely right. Claire, you're so absolutely right. Because that's exactly what. You said exactly what I was saying just a few minutes ago. Because guess what? If you get XL, you got to get somebody to fill that spot, right? So what would you do? You go in the draft, right?
No, I
get
said
another
play
wide
swapsies
receiver, right?
because we love to do
No.
deals with Buffalo.
Yeah,
Right? Because they didn't. Because Bryce don't f with him. I can't believe the stuff I'm hearing. This is
I mean,
ridiculous.
Clay already
that's
said it.
it's for a reason though. He's giving
Or,
up on the
Listen,
field.
Teddy Bridgewater was able to get 1,000-yard running back in all-purpose yards, 2 wide receivers 1,000 yards, and we talking about one person who
3
can only
wide
get one,
receivers,
3
Poppy.
wide receivers. My bad, 3. Thank you for the
Clay already
correction.
said
Can only get one wide receiver 1,000 yards because he do not throw the ball to nobody else. Man, y'all need to lower
So let me
y'all
say
Bryce
this.
lovers
So
for
this is what
sure.
Claire said.
I mean,
I'm done.
God,
it is
Good
what
Poppy,
it
night.
I
is.
wouldn't go that
It
far.
is what it is.
I wouldn't
Listen,
go
this
that
is what
far.
Claire said. This is what Claire said. Or, and I think she was kind of joking about it, but it's kind of truthful. Or Canellis can actually go deeper in his playbook or actually add something to his playbook, something he doesn't do well, and get with somebody that can help him with that shit and go get a hellified tight end.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I
has to
wasn't
use
joking
him.
because
I think-
Can't just go get him
we
and
have
don't
been
use him.
mocked
Yeah.
to getting Kenyon Sadiq. We
You
have been mocked to
gotta
getting
go get
him.
a hellified tight end then.
I think the
Kenyon
problem.
Sadiq is not
I
a
think the
difference maker.
problem.
He is not a difference maker. So stop saying Kenyon Sadiq. He's not a difference maker. He's a good tight end, but he's not a different. He's not no Greg Olsen or no Jeremy Shockey. He's a
There's
decent tight
Man,
end.
you don't know what the hell he's gonna be when that's
there's
race.
I hate to say it, there's not until you see them and on your team, there's not really a lot of big, massive difference makers coming out in this draft this year, y'all.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Facts.
I'm just being honest.
You got to look at what Bryce does well with the receivers that he has, and then you have to go get a tight end that fits what he does. It ain't like he a long ball guy. So a tight end could be his best friend because a tight end only plays in a certain radius.
Or you can just solve the whole problem by just getting a fucking quarterback in here and actually do the goddamn job.
I mean, that's what I was about to say too, but I didn't want to go down that road.
Solve all that. Just get a fucking quarterback in here and actually
Go
do that.
get you a good tight end or a better tight end that Bryce is gonna see him too. Okay. Wish upon a star.
Hey, Ted came in and got 1,000 this year, and he did force feed him, but it happened. So I mean, I'm sorry, man. I think XL is the problem. Y'all keep talking about the chemistry between them two as if Bryce is the problem there. No, it's not. Bryce is not the problem. Bryce pushed the ball down the field, and I'm not no Bryce lover, dog. But if you go back and you watch this shit, it happened. Bryce pushed the ball down the field. Bryce has been pushing the ball down the field for the past 2 years. And if motherfuckers is not making plays,
more games under 200 yards.
Is not making plays.
More games under 200 yards than
54 yards, and he pushing the ball downfield.
That 54, he had like an 80-yard game too. Those are terrible performances. I'll be the first to say that. That's why I say I'm not no Bryce
those are the outliers.
Blame XL for that.
Those aren't the outliers. The outliers are those 400-yard games and those 300-yard games. Those are the outliers.
I'm telling you, with continuity at the wide receiver position, he will get better. He will get better.
Is the short passes on Bryce or Canales? Is Canales calling those short passes, or Bryce is like, fuck it, I'm gonna throw short?
Canales is calling. No, the reason why you're seeing wide receivers open down the field is because that's what Canales is calling. Canales is calling plays where wide receivers is open down the field. If Bryce isn't comfortable enough to make that pass, he's not gonna make it. And that's what we've seen this year. Him not making certain passes. But what you have seen him this year is you have seen him making certain calculated passes and his touchdowns going up.
So let me ask you this, guys. If he gives you the same amount of numbers next year, are you willing to spend that $55 million a year for Bryce?
Hell no, I'm not, and I'll be the first to say that.
Then I would hold on.
I'm not. And I agree with the way they're handling it about them picking up his 5th-year option, and I think they're going to try to exchange a few more weapons on this wide receiver core. I'm going to be honest with you. I think
they're not
Jalen Coker. Yeah, I think Jalen Coker and Tet will be our 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? We'll reverse that. Tet will be our 1. Jalen Coker will be our 2. But When it
They
comes
definitely
down to
gonna
that
go get
third,
another wide receiver, bro.
they're gonna go get another wide receiver, bro. They're
Not
going
in the
to.
top 3 picks. Not in the top 3 picks. I bet you they're not gonna get an offensive player unless he's O line.
Bryce Lance, North Dakota, Bryce Lance, North Dakota State, 4th round. There you go.
Clear. This is what I'm saying. I bet they're not taking an offensive player. I bet you they won't.
They better go get a left tackle. If you go offense, you better go get you a tackle. You pick one or pick two.
They're not getting no wide receivers in the first 3 picks.
What am I writing down? What is it?
Only if Pop going to accept that bet. I got 50 on that.
I want some gas money too.
Oh Lord.
Hey, look, don't worry about gas right now. Look,
50 on what? 50 on what? 50 on what?
I got 50 that Carolina's definitely gonna pick a wide receiver in the first 3 picks.
Oh boy.
Oh shit. Damn.
Gas, you want some of that?
I'm asking you, nigga. Do you want some of it?
I'm trying to double my money up, so you just stay right there.
Pop, go ahead with all that. I'm betting you first.
Is it a wide receiver or offense? Just wide receiver?
Wide receiver.
Okay.
If I'm telling you,
Pop,
Gas, do you want some? That means I'm taking your money and his.
I'm calling Pop's, but yes or no, man. Or I'll just be done with it.
Twan,
yes or no.
If I just said I'm taking you and his money.
No, bro. Mean? If Gas don't want to bet, I'm still betting you.
Okay, yeah, we'll take it.
Okay, you got that? Well, I'm writing my own shit down.
Yep, I'm right. I've already got it written out.
50. That we take a wide receiver, and we ain't gotta wait long because that damn draft is what 3 months away.
Yep. Yep.
Now, Gas. Now I'm asking you, Gas. You want to take that?
This Negro.
Hold up, man. I know your mic working. Wait, hold
Gas done got choked up.
They got quiet.
Exhale, my guy.
Gas. Hey,
yo,
somebody got you?
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we get you now, bro.
Oh, okay, my bad. I didn't hear everything. Is what I was saying. I kept saying that.
You want in on that bet?
What was the bet again? I didn't hear it.
That Carolina will pick a wide receiver in the first 3 picks.
See, I ain't gonna lie. I'm conflicted with that, man.
Let me say it correctly. Within those 3 picks.
Well, I'm conflicted with that, though. I'm conflicted with that because I think there's multiple ways for us to do that.
I know what them niggas gonna do. I know that they can't help themselves then to get another receiver.
What you conflicted about? You just said they're gonna add to the wide receiver room in the draft.
Ed, you want to do that?
No, I didn't say in the draft. I said they're gonna do something. I didn't say it had to be in the draft. I'm saying there's multiple ways we can do that.
I'm trying to double my money. Ray Shack, Edge, y'all want in on that? Don't get quiet now, man.
Yeah. Anybody else want something on that?
Yeah.
Nope.
I don't really want to do that. I don't really want to do that.
Gonna do that shit.
No, it's not the fact that it's not the fact that they're gonna do it. I know
the other takers.
We could though, because they might fuck around and go
could.
If y'all see them, there's a couple drives. There's a couple drives that got us picking mock drives that got us picking McCollum in first round. I'm gonna just say that.
Oh God, help us all.
It's a couple that got us picking Lemon.
You should take the bet.
I don't agree with
They got us picking, but you
got the inside scoop, so you should take that bet.
I ain't taking that. What I'm saying is there's also one of the same renditions that I saw Sonny Styles as out there too. You know, he fell down to around that 18, 19 area.
Lot of running right now. Hey, shout out to Pop, man. Pop was the only one that took the. I look, Edge, do you want the bet or not, man? Huh?
No.
Cause you
let Swan have that $50. Let Swan have that $50 because ain't nobody taking that damn bet. Nobody taking that bet.
Nobody taking that.
So y'all know,
like I you don't want none either.
Okay, they definitely gonna take that. They gonna take a wide receiver in them first 3 picks, bro.
Yeah. And y'all say verbally you're against it, but you don't want to bet the man.
They shouldn't. They have no business doing that shit. But them of Canales. Look, I'm trying to tell you, bro. They need to be fixing that. The defense was the better part, right? And then like this is what I'm saying this too, Claire. The defense was better. I'm still not giving Evero credit for that shit, right? So
yeah,
when both of them motherfuckers know that Evero and that defense showed up better than Canales and his offense, I know damn well they're gonna go after something else. They're gonna go get another weapon for this little motherfucker and think it's gonna make a difference.
What I'll say is with that,
who he want.
Nah, what I'll say is with that is that boy, the offense was up and down, but let's not play stupid like them boys didn't hang with the Rams. You know what I'm saying? Some of the top offenses, Dallas early this year when Dallas was the hottest offense, the number one offense coming into that game early in the season. Let's not play like this offense didn't hang with a couple people with a couple offenses this year now. This offense, I think, was the better. I think the offense was the better side of the ball this year. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, absolutely not.
It absolutely,
that's your opinion.
It absolutely was.
That's your opinion, but stats and everything else will say otherwise. But okay, that's your opinion.
Stats never tell the full story though, and that's why I say, just like with XL, stats don't tell the full story. You'll look and see he didn't get a lot of targets. He didn't really drop a lot of shit either from the stats. But that won't tell you how his awareness was off on the field, how he gave up on plays. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You can't rely 100% on stats.
He said our offense was better than our defense. That's what he said. Since you're asking,
yeah, I believe so.
That's your opinion, and you're entitled to it.
They hung with some of the top offenses in the league this year. They sure did, back and forth. The defense outside of the Bills game. Outside of the Bills game, the New England Patriots game, and there was one game where somebody put 30 up on us. They held teams to under,
Yes, the defense was ranked 15th, and Canales' offense fell back to 26 or 27 or some shit like that.
It was 28, I believe. It was 28th.
Yeah, bro. We played tough, close games. Do you know we won almost 5 of our games this year by Fitzgerald off his foot?
Yeah, that's true.
That's
but
how
the offense,
we don't blow
how many late touchdowns did the offense put up this year as well, though?
You know what?
I mean, if we're being real.
You know what? I want to commend
you.
I want to commend you for saying offense, because I can't tell you how many people say how many points Bryce put up.
No, I told y'all it's not that with me, bro. It's not that. Offense. Yeah, it's not that with me, bro. I'm not one of them niggas.
I want to commend you for that.
I believe in Bryce. I think he's gonna get better, but I'm not gonna put everything on him when we succeed. Fuck that.
The real Sunshine said 26 or worse offense 3 straight years. So when is he going? If we saying when is XL going to get his shit together? When is Bryce going to get his shit together? When is Canales going to get his shit together?
It's not a Bryce. It's not. Yeah. Canales. Yeah. You said it. Yeah. You said it. Yeah.
He on his 3rd year too, bro. Hey, but look, you know what? Look, man. Look, we got a guest in today. We got Ray Shack, man. We got my man Gas up in here. Shout out to these guys. Shout out to the chat, man. Everybody putting the chat in there. Hey, Gas Radio. You want to do a mock draft?
Like,
don't get scared now, bro.
We can.
Tell him it's too early. It's too early.
It is a little early. It's too early. I ain't gonna hold you.
It's early.
It's too early. It's too early.
It is. It is a little early.
It's too early. It's too early.
What?
It's a little early.
Y'all do realize it's about to be February and that shit is in April.
It's too early.
It's too early, bro.
I want to give it to after this weekend.
Because if y'all think the combine is going to make a damn difference, the underwear Olympics, then that means y'all haven't watched. That means y'all haven't watched any college ball if y'all are banking on the combine and waiting around for it.
Come on, Claire. It's on you.
I mean,
that's the final touches.
But the combine showed you a lot. The combine showed you a lot.
And I'm here to tell y'all right now, and this is a bold prediction. In 15 years, the combine won't even be a thing.
It won't.
It won't even be a thing. 10 to 15 years, it won't even be a thing.
In some way, shape, or form, they're gonna have to maybe the combine the way we do it traditionally. In some way, shape, or form, they're going to eventually. It's going to become to just. They're going to end up doing just pro days eventually, y'all. Not pro days, but pro days. Yeah, that's all it's going to be.
Like I'm telling y'all, in 10 to
I
15
don't
years,
know,
the combine is not going to be as big
And
of
you
a
know
thing
what?
as it
And
is
you
now.
know why?
I don't 100% agree with that because we've
It's
seen a
only
big
because of the
variations
players,
in
bro.
people's. Man,
No,
listen, we've seen a
guys,
big
The
variation in players' times with 40
guys,
the
times.
more,
these
but the
players are
more you
getting more
commit,
bits made every year, bro.
I was going to
I'm gonna
say,
hurt myself. I'm gonna do
well, it's not
this.
even that. It's also the more entitled these players become, and I get they need to get paid the NIL money. I'm for them getting paid, okay?
They
But it's
won't play in
also
the
created
All-Star
a
game
level of
in the NBA.
entitlement. And it'll get eventually to where a lot of these people, because a lot of people, when they watch the combine, who does everybody want to see? They want to see the biggest names. Those names
Them
are the
motherfuckers
people
don't
who end
count.
up not participating anyway. So it's like
You got some
I'm just
people
saying,
like
in
me who
15
look for the
years, it's not going to
sleepers.
happen.
That ain't never gonna totally go away because guys that are still trying to make a team, we can always get to
That's
see
true,
them.
Twan, but it won't be as televised then because people aren't going to care to look at them.
It just won't be the big names though. Yeah.
Yeah, because
That's
people
right,
watch
Joe.
the combine to see these big names, but now less and less of those big names are participating.
These motherfuckers already getting paid in college. You think they're gonna come into the league? Man, I ain't got nothing to prove. And look, they gonna talk themselves right out of a spot too, bro.
That's why I said just give it time. Eventually, the combine is not going to be what it is, or it's going to just completely go away, and these guys will just do pro days.
Man. I would guess you can watch me, man. See how it's done, bro. I'm going first. I'm trying to.
What's on before he goes? Let me ask Gas this. Hey, Gas, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Why do you think Bryce Young did not participate in the combine?
Because to be 100% with you, I feel like he already knew he was getting drafted number 1 overall by the Carolina Panthers.
But here's the thing though, if he would have participated, do you think he would have competed with the likes of a Anthony Richardson, a CJ Stroud, guys who actually participated in the combine?
Man,
do you think he would outbeat them?
100%, to be 100% with you, I think he would have. I think he would have been in. He would have did a little something. He would have competed with him. I don't think he would have surpassed, but he would have been up there. He would have been up there. He would have gravitated some attention.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So without the media's help and everything like that, and him basically being the media darling and saying that he was going to be the consistent overall number 1 overall pick, if he would have competed and everything, how much you want to bet Bryce Young would have fell out of the top 15 if he would have competed?
Man, that's something you'll never know.
I don't think so.
The thing,
I don't think so.
So you're saying he still would have outbeaten CJ Stroud, who's outplayed him over the last few years.
He don't know the answer to that question because it didn't happen.
Here's what I'll say. Every year in practice, prior to us going into the regular season, what has our head coaches said about him? Oh, he's looked good. He's looked promising.
And what has the game? And which games has proven that he's been? What game has been proven
that? But listen. That's true. That's true on your opinion. But what I'll say is, if without the pressure, he performs well, man. Without the pressure, he performs well. When it's game times is when we're grading him off of.
So you're saying that the pressure was too much for him in the combine for him not to compete?
No, I'm saying that I feel like he would have performed well in the combine, given that there's no game time pressure. He would have did okay.
Okay, so if he would have competed, you saying he still would have been drafted number 1 overall?
I mean, we know he would have.
Are we 100% sure about that with the talent that he has?
But no. I'm not saying that based off of his performance that would have solidified him. I'm saying we already know that Tepper told him he was getting drafted. But I'm saying based off his performance. Okay, to answer your question, based off his performance, I think that would have took him out of the number 1 pick. I don't think it would have split him.
Thank you. That's all I need to know right there.
I don't think it would have slid him. I don't think it would have slid him to where you think it would have slid him though. But I do think that CJ Stroud. I do think that CJ Stroud still would have had a better showing than him. Anthony Richardson just had an arm. I mean, he was fucking fast. But I mean, come on.
We gotta move on, guys. Hey guys, listen. As just said it, the dude was the media darling. Anybody that's ever been considered a media darling has never, in the last 15 years, participated in that damn combine. We will never know. He was never going to participate in that shit. CJ Stroud, his agent even told him not to participate in it. But CJ Stroud wanted to do it anyway. That motherfucker was never going to do it, bro. Ever. Just like last year, who was the number one guy last year? Your boy coming out of Colorado. Shador. No. Look. Shador should have been in the shit because we saw what happened with him. But I'm talking about his teammate. His teammate didn't participate either. Somebody lied to Shador and told him he was going to get drafted higher than he would. So that's on him. I bet you wish he had participated in that shit now. But when you're the media darling, there's no need for you to go in that combine because they're going to pick you anyway. If a damn owner says, I'm going to pick you, exactly. But you still got to do that damn pro day.
And if he would have bombed the pro day,
you can bomb the pro day when I already know all the plays. See, the thing that can catch you up in that combine is that they tell you what to throw, and they go, "We're gonna do this drill or whatever." You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, you're not necessarily gonna be throwing to a dude that you work out with all the time. Remember when Teddy Bridgewater bombed the combine?
Like I say, I feel like Bryce performs well in situations like those when it's no pressure. He just got to throw the ball
under pressure. That's why
the combine pressure was too much for him. Got it. Cool.
No, I'm not saying the combine pressure was too much for him. And that in that situation, I feel like Buddy just knew. Like, why? I don't even got to do this. Why am I going to do this?
Yeah, he's not a competitor, bro. That's the other thing too.
Exactly.
But Edge, you ain't gonna do it either, Edge, if they tell you not to.
No, I'm a fucking competitor. I'm gonna compete. I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna compete. Yes, the fuck I am. I'm gonna compete.
If they say, bro, you know what kind of money you gonna get in them endorsements, and they say, I'm definitely gonna take you at number one at this position or whatever. If that team says you're not going to participate in that combine, then you're not.
Oh shit.
I'm a competitor. When it count.
I'm a competitor. I'm a competitor through and through, though.
You ain't gonna be doing that shit.
Yeah, if they tell you,
if your agent and that team says you ain't doing it, your ass gonna be over there with a book bag on your back. Well, you know what? Go out there and fuck your career up and then clip on some shit. And then watch it all go away.
Or I can not compete in the combine, still fuck up my career by having a poor performance, and then I still be having a clipboard for the next year, for the next season.
But look, I just told you something that you ain't getting around. If that team says we're taking you at number one and you're not participating in this damn Pro Bowl, you ain't doing it. There's nothing you can do to get out.
No, I thought so.
They're gonna shut that shit down. They're gonna be like, Edge will not be competing.
Yep. They're gonna tell you that.
And if I have a horrible pro day, then what? Even though I know everything's gonna happen, I still have a bad pro day.
You're just not doing it. You're not doing it. They still gonna take it.
And this is why teams be cycling through fucking quarterbacks and other players at certain positions every goddamn fucking year.
Hey Claire, what's Claire, man? It's Claire.
Hey, I'll say this. I feel like the Buddy went into this year thinking that he was going to have, a little bit more continuity at the wide receiver position, but he just had to rely on Chet. And I think next year things will get better.
I'm waiting for Claire to get back. I'm waiting for Claire to get back so we can start this mock,
getting people out.
Shout out to Anthony Powell. He said Twan speaking facts. Shout out to Brad. He said when the opposing team brought pressure against Bryce, we lost 4 out of the last 5 games, including the playoffs. Yeah, Arrow fucked the game up for us. So Bryce played pretty good in that game.
Yeah, he did.
Franchise QBs are cocky about their arm talent. Yep. And he said Bryce is insecure about his arm. We all know that.
I don't think Bryce is insecure about his arm. I think he just don't trust the whole wide receiving core.
He knows his limits, though.
I mean, honestly, I feel like Buddy made a couple plays this year that I wasn't really expecting. You know what I'm saying?
It's the coach. He said he would start calling more deep. He said I will start calling more deep plays when Bryce can connect on them. But it's not all Bryce. You gotta, the receivers gotta run the routes too, and the defense gotta bleed. The defense got to be in a certain play, but you can throw the deep ball. You just can't throw the deep ball every time. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Excel, when Excel came out the draft, he said, "What? I love the deep ball. So you got to give Excel the deep ball at least 4 times a game.
Yeah, I don't think they're at this point got any more confidence in Excel. I think Excel's at a point now to where he got to take what he can get and he got to shine with that in order for him to expand his role.
He really is in that situation at this point. If you want to stay,
he is. So them focus plays, them mental mistakes he's been making, it's gonna make it easy for Bryce to. Yeah, I don't like this guy. Get him the fuck out of here. Yeah, he's not catching the ball. Yep, get him out.
Yep.
Yeah, but here's also another thing. If Tech goes down, then what the fuck Bryce gonna do? He's gonna have to rely on somebody else.
I can't wait for him to fall in love with another wide receiver, and him and his daddy get up there and say, "Yeah, y'all should get this," and they get him. The same thing for them too.
Knock on wood, Edge. Knock on wood. No, don't say that bullshit now. Edge, knock on wood. Knock on wood.
I'm not knocking on wood. I'm not knocking on wood because it's the fucking truth. It's the fucking truth. If Tech goes down, who is he gonna elevate?
Poker.
Whoever this next receiver is that they about to get in this draft,
and his next receiver.
And who has he elevated since he's been here?
No one.
Poker. Tech. Sure, damn
he's
near.
Elevating them guys.
Please let him be light skinned so we can see some more offense.
And you can say to some degree, Adam Thielen. You know what I'm saying?
How the hell did he elevate Adam Thielen? Explain that. I gotta hear this. Adam Thielen,
I'm not saying he made Adam Thielen who he was, but Adam Thielen was a producer when he was over here. Who was his quarterback?
But Adam Thielen was also a producer at Minnesota.
That's
because he only throws to one wide receiver.
But he came over here and continued to produce. But he came over here and continued to produce. Is what I'm saying.
He only goes to one main target.
It don't matter. Last year when Adam Thielen was here and XL was the second guy, like I could make the same argument that I made this year that Jalen Coker going down was detrimental because Jalen Coker outplayed fucking XL when he was on the field. If we're being real, oh boy, XL ain't really helping. He ain't really. What is he doing? What is he doing to help this shit? Y'all want to talk about his lack of
y'all talk about that Philly game. Talk about that big drop, but y'all forgot XL was the one that got you down the field in the first place. He saved that third and long.
Ding 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 ding.
To get down the field. But y'all excuse all that. Just take the man.
We need you to make that play too.
Yeah, be perfect because everybody else perfect. I got you.
I mean, does that play not win us the game? Man, scratch that. Does that play not win us the game, bro? Does that play not win us the game?
Everybody got blame, but y'all targeting one person.
Bro, what you talking about, bro? If we
everybody
didn't,
if that's the case,
y'all targeting one person.
No, it was him who had the ball in his hand.
It's easy to play God.
So that's the case. Hey, so that's the case. Why aren't you not getting on Ted? Why are you not getting on Ted for dropping touchdown passes? Because he dropped about 4 or 5 of them.
He did. He did. He dropped a good
about
bit
4 or
this year.
5.
And I said that. But Tech still gave you 1,000 yards this year. Rookie year, 1,000. Bam, off the rip.
Yeah, he got
You
forced the ball 140
because
he had
it don't
100.
matter what happens.
Yeah, because he had over 100 something targets.
The reason why they force-fed Tech is because that first touchdown that he dropped, what did he do? That motherfucker threw his hand up in the air and said, "God damn it, that's on me. I'm gonna catch the next one." He took accountability and he ain't taking no motherfucking plays off. So you keep going back to that. When you got a nigga like XL who taking plays off, he around here in the media doing all this bullshit. He ain't taking football serious. Y'all niggas don't see this shit, bro. Come on, man. Y'all arguing. What are you arguing?
So
man,
I
believe
getting on Jonathan Brooks not taking it serious. Why you out there shooting?
Okay, I agree with you. I agree with you when you said that. I agreed with you. I agreed with you when you said that. I agree with you.
That man can go shoot some jumpers if he want to.
Nah, fuck that. He need to sit his ass down. He don't need to be doing none of that till he have a good season.
See?
Let him have a good season and you go do some shit like that.
I
agree with you.
I proved my point.
I agree with you.
So what you're also saying is that Bryce Young need to be doing the same thing, not worry about his jump ball and not worry about passing the ball, freaking on the court, and worry about more about
football. At the same time, Bryce showed us improvement this year, man. Bryce showed us that he got better. He showed us improvement by staying in the low 20s to mid to 30s in every major category. Was he not lower than that the previous season? Was he not lower than that the previous season?
Yeah. And guess what? He's
so
still saying the same exact spot.
When you're in a lower position and then you get a little bit better, whether it's a little bit or a large amount, did you not get better? I'm just asking.
He got better in certain areas. So he got a
tad bit better. But
was his number one receiver. A rookie wide receiver was his number one target. A rookie wide receiver.
And they would have been my number one target too. Shit.
Exactly. I'm just saying, man. Like,
bring that motherfucker in for nothing.
But there's been times where Ted's been shut down and he has a whole bunch of other guys to go to and he hasn't gone to them.
And when he starts going to them, these motherfuckers dropping balls. These motherfuckers not making plays. I mean, the times
they get intercepted.
The times that okay, well, that's true. He did have some turnovers this year. He fumbled. I mean, he only had 11 interceptions, right? He had 11 interceptions.
Hey, hold on, guys. Let me say this. Because I want to say this because I've been wanting to say it for a minute. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to get out of this. Listen, it's going to be hard for people. As much as I don't care for Bryce, it's going to be hard for people to really go after him in terms of the people who do like him. One guy's already said he ain't in love with the guy. So I don't know why that shit that far. But the thing is with Bryce, though, if we're going to just be real with each other, people gonna bring up the fact that Tetherall was the rookie of the year, right? And you know what they're gonna say next? They're gonna say who was throwing him the ball.
Exactly.
They're gonna say that when old boy was here, what's his name? Thielen. They're gonna say he threw Thielen for 1,000 yards. They're gonna say who threw him the ball. They're gonna say Tech got 1,000 yards this year. They're gonna say who threw him the ball.
Yep.
You know, I mean, I don't think it tells the whole story, but motherfuckers are going to use that dumbass argument. You know what I'm saying? And in some ways, you can use it. But when Tech just won a rookie of the year, they're going to definitely keep that in their back pocket, bro. You can already see it coming, bro.
That's the only thing you can do. It would be disingenuous to go away from that. Why would you go away from that?
I think
that's bling 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 bling. First year.
I think it's a decent.
He's a fucking rookie.
I think it's a decent argument, but somebody is gonna make that their main argument.
Man, it don't matter. That's a big point. It don't matter no matter how big you think it is, Twan, no matter how big anybody think it is. Bottom line is the nigga's first year in the league with Bryce Young, he got 1,000 fucking yards. It don't matter if we force-fed him. It don't matter if he dropped a lot of touchdowns. God damn it, he showed the resiliency and he got to that 1,000 yards. Even when niggas was locking him up some games. Even when niggas was holding one arm and all he could try to do was try to catch that bitch with one arm. He got 1,000 yards.
Guys, check
Come
this
on,
out.
Man.
But guys, the reason why it's going to be different this year, though, is now Tet went to the playoffs in his first year, right? Now Tet and all the rookies, they gonna want to win. They just expect to win. And now it ain't gonna be just good enough for Ted Roy to get 1,000 yards. He gonna be like, I want to win. And if Bryce is not helping us win, then get a quarterback in here that can get my numbers way up, and we're winning.
Man,
a rookie can't say a whole lot of shit.
First of all, y'all gotta understand the connection between them two. Them two know each other from high school, back in high school days. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna advocate for no another quarterback. Now, if as the team overall, if Bryce come out next year and sync it up, if Bryce come out here and sync it up next year, overall, motherfuckers gonna be putting that question mark around, buddy. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like, come on now, bro. You know, like you're supposed to get better. But what I'm saying is
players on our team don't have power anyway. Because if they had any type of power, Evero still wouldn't be here. We can name a whole lot of other shit that still wouldn't be going. Carolina is not a team that lets their players have power where they can go, look, man, I can't do it with this guy no more. You know what I'm saying? All we see is players leaving this team when they can't deal with a coach and going somewhere and getting better.
Mm-hmm.
So Tet ain't got that power yet, and they probably not going to give it to him. But look,
right now,
you can cool believe when you got a Chase and all these other guys on these other teams or whatever, them motherfuckers say, look, this quarterback is shitty or I'm leaving, then they're going to have to make something happen.
Sure. So if that's the case, then why didn't JJ freaking advocate to keep Sam Darnold there?
Who? JJ who?
Hey,
nigga, who you think, though?
But I'll tell you, I bet you won't get
Justin Jefferson
free agent signing wide receiver to come here. Want to take that?
Don't say that. There's already been a name. There's already been some names floating around that I've heard. So
I said big wide receiver free agent.
Well, here's the thing. There's also not really a fair amount of big wide receiver free agents right now either, which is also why that also means that the price for those free agents, even the ones that aren't big, are going to be ridiculously expensive. So just be prepared for that.
I'm glad Claire back so we can go ahead and start this. I was calling for you. I didn't see your note.
Oh, you're good. No, I had a phone call that I had to take real quick. I didn't know it was going to take that long, but I had to take a phone call.
Pop.
All right, yeah.
All right,
enjoy your night, bro. Enjoy your night.
Yep. I'll let y'all.
All right, so look, I'm gonna start here, man. Let's see who left already.
I'm still in here.
All right, so make sure they ain't taking my guy. Oh no!
Who are you looking for? Who are you looking for?
Hold on. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong position. Shit.
I'm not gonna lie, that's extremely early to be taken.
That is a motherfucker.
I'm kind of shocked that they've got Cassius Howell going that early. That's kind of shocking.
Woo, bro, I was about to be mad as hell, bro.
CJ Allen.
Yeah, but I'm not fucking with CJ Allen. Tell him
I know. Anthony Hill.
Anthony Hill, baby.
That boy nice.
I ain't gotta tell
Anthony
you.
Hill is nice. Anthony Hill nice.
That boy nasty as hell, though.
To me, though, Twan, I'm not gonna. I know it's bad to just harp on the intangibles, though. You have to admit him being 6'3" and over 250. I mean, you can't, man.
And I still think he's still a little raw. Like he still can learn.
No, he can learn. He can learn. He can learn.
Bro. Woo! So look, man, hopefully my shit will stay together. Like somebody fucked my shit up last time by letting one of my guys go too damn early, Claire.
I'm
gonna do this quick, you know.
Man, if we did want a safety, that kid out of Toledo is also nice. I know you're not looking at him, but Emmanuel McNeil Warren.
Oh yeah, I did
He's
that.
nice. But I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of safeties and corners that come out of Toledo that are nice.
The nastiest safety out there to me, man, is old boy with Oregon.
Oh,
fuck. Yeah.
I forgot his name.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not,
yeah, that
hold
guy.
on.
Pull my
I've
notes up.
drafted. I've taken him in a draft. Hold on. Let me see. Let me find my mocks.
Nah, I got my shit up too, bro. Yeah, Dylan Thyman.
Yeah.
Dylan Thyman. I also like Genesis Smith, Zach Wheatley. All right, Claire. So listen. So I'm going D-line next. And yeah, I've already explained it before. I'm grabbing Darryl Jackson Jr.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you gonna do that linebacker shit? I mean, if you guys want a real nose tackle, you know what I'm saying? A guy that's gonna clog the middle. The minute you come his way, he's not letting you by. That's who I'm going with. Now I'm going to safety. And Claire, I don't know if you've seen, but guess you know what I'm taking, Claire?
Out of this group?
Yep.
I mean, there's only 3 that stand out to me, but they might not be the same ones.
Well, I know which one stands out to you, and I'm taking Jaycee Wheatley. Correct.
I was gonna say he was one of them. There's only 3 that really stand out to me. I mean, that's Taft, Wheatley, and then Bishop down there from USC.
Wheatley nasty. The only reason why I'm taking Wheatley is because I couldn't get your boy Thyman.
Gotcha.
He went in a second.
So Tweed, you doing a mock draft, right? You doing a mock draft.
Yep.
Yeah.
And because I mean but I'm doing what I would do, not what I know the Panthers gonna do. But you know, they're gonna go right to wide receiver, and that's where I was gonna be going.
Bryce Lance. I know you're not gonna pick him, but it's all right. Bryce Lance, yep, out of North Dakota State.
I'm taking Eric Rivers.
Eric.
Because Bryce, if we talking about Bryce, look, because Bryce will have that third receiver that he needs. Like, you know, you got Ted, the guy that's going to run down, overjump people, Coker and what he's doing. But Bryce don't have no slant receiver that can just get off the damn corner or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and just cut to that damn middle. And then
Makai Lemon.
Big threat. So
what is Ted doing? So what is Ted?
Tech can go anywhere and set up because of his tallness, but he can also shake motherfuckers too, bro. But Ted is not specialized in running to the middle of the field.
I mean, you know, it's his first year. You know, he can develop that. He can develop that.
Rivers is so fast that he ain't got to worry about motherfuckers coming across that middle tagging him because they ain't gonna be there.
You said Lemon?
Eric Rivers from Georgia Tech.
Eric Rivers from Georgia Tech.
Lemon is not going to be in the 100, y'all. He been going.
Yeah, he been out. Yeah, this is where it gets irky, and if they took my guy, I'm gonna be fucking pissed off. Man. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. All right, so Clay, I'm going to linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
I think they did take him, man. Shit! They did it again, man.
Who you looking for?
I want a Harold Perkins.
Oh, he's gone.
Hey, he gone though.
They just took him though. They just took him.
Well, damn.
I mean, not for nothing, but Gillenborg is on the board.
Correct. I already know that.
So Tweed.
That's what I was going for next.
So Tweed.
Oh, Gillenborg? Yeah.
So Tweed.
Yeah.
So Tweed. Do you look at like the small college dudes, like the dudes that come out like NC, A&T and shit like that?
I look at those guys for undrafted free agents.
Hey, that's all AC right there. She's all about small colleges.
Yeah, I do. I look at them
small colleges and HBCUs. But these guys, I've only seen 2 right now that are in this like top, 150 list, and they're taken already. There's only been 2.
But they're gonna be some in there for undrafted free agency though.
Oh yeah, there are every year.
All right, so listen. I had a chance to look at some other linebackers too, man. So I'm gonna fuck with Lander
Barton. Yep, he's this late. That's not a bad pick to make this late.
Then I'm going to immediately take John Michael Gillenmore, tight end. Then I'm going to go to OT. And I'm going to take Elijah Pritchard. Big, husky guy, but guess what, though? He got hurt in college. This is why he fell late. He was playing for Alabama first. Well, he absolutely fucking dominated over there, right? And then the games he did play in Nebraska, nobody got past him then, too. He just had a small sample size, though. But that's why we're taking him late. So that he don't have to start right away. He can get trained up by us and get right, man. And my last pick, I'm going to running back. And going to get that guy Jamal Haynes at Georgia Tech.
Yeah, that guy. Jamal
So what you think we gonna do with backup quarterback? Draft one late or free agency?
Look, I'm done with that quarterback shit. Carolina is never gonna go get anybody to compete with that dude until he's gone.
I'm talking about backup because Andy Dalton gonna get he gone. Andy Dalton gone.
What do you think I'm talking about? I'm talking about a backup. They're never gonna put anybody behind him to let him compete.
They're not. But in every mock draft I've taken Trinidad.
I would.
I've taken Trinidad in almost every mock draft.
So
Green.
Claire, Gash, how you like that one, Claire?
I like it. The only thing for me, I don't like taking a tackle so late. Just me personally.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I like it.
Well, you already know my reasoning behind it. Is I feel like the guy is already on our team, unless I think Carolina. You're not
trying to say Yosh, right? Yeah. That's what you're thinking.
I am thinking of him as a potential candidate, but I think Carolina will wind up going to go get a free agent, if anything, before look. Even though I'm picking Elijah Pritchard, he ain't going to start. He's gonna back up,
right?
And that motherfucker, our O-line coach, man, that motherfucker keep them guys ready.
Oh, Joe Gilbert, yeah.
Oh yeah. He'll definitely keep them ready. But I honestly believe that we need to get a tackle a little bit higher. Like I say it in the fourth round, third or fourth round.
So E, what's up? So E. What you think about that dude Isaiah World out of I think Miami. Miami.
Oh, the freaking
Isaiah World.
Talking about the tackle?
Yeah.
Out of him?
Oh, I like Isaiah World.
Yeah. I like watching him in the national championship. He was good. I like him, but he's definitely gonna have to work on.
Isaiah World wasn't in the national championship.
He was.
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't. He's at Oregon. How could he have been in the national championship?
Oh, in the national champ. Oh, wait. I thought you said. I thought you said Miami.
Yeah, Miami.
No.
Man,
there's some good guys. There's some guys that are coming out of Miami that are going to be stellar at the tackle position. I still think there's some guys at Florida with the Gators that are worth looking at too. But
well, the one out of Oregon. I mean, I haven't watched too much. I haven't watched too much of him. I thought you were talking about the guy. I thought you were talking about the guy out of Miami. The guy out of Miami, he's good. Is just he needs to work on that bull rush, on stopping that bull rush. But other than that, he's solid. The one out of Miami.
I mean, I'm not a big Alabama fan, but I mean, Caden Proctor. I like Caden Proctor.
I like Caden Proctor too. He's very, very solid. He's very, very solid.
Guys, you still scared?
Nah, I'm not still scared. I was scared from the jump. I wasn't scared from the jump. Shit. No,
All right,
I'm
Claire,
just
come on, Claire.
You just got to do a little
What?
homework.
Come on, Claire. I want to see what you
I
got.
mean, not even just
I
do a little
mean,
homework.
okay.
I was a little, it's a little busy over here mixing up and shit.
I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah, I'm trying to cook and shit, man.
Oh no, you go. What you cooking?
Shit, man, I got one of these Hello Fresh meals. You know what I'm
Oh, okay.
Oh,
saying? Yeah, it's decent though. It's decent.
All right.
someone hello.
This is who already's off the board, Claire.
I don't care as far as that goes. If I'm being honest with you, it's not that I don't care. It's just, I mean, if they're off the board, they're off the board. Scroll down. Keep scrolling. Man, because I'm too damn scared that boy's not going to be there. Is Anthony Hill still there? I'm too scared he won't be there by the time we pick again. He's worse.
Oh, you talking about the linebacker?
Yeah.
Fuck no, he's gonna be gone.
Right. Yeah. So is he still? Oh shit, is he gone?
Who?
No, he's still up here. He just ain't gone yet. Hold on.
Yeah, I was about to say I can't. I can only see whatever you're scrolling down to. If not, then just go straight to the linebacker group. Like instead of it being all players, just go straight to the linebacker group. Because I've seen a couple of times where he could have been there, but I'm not willing to risk it.
No risk it, no biscuit.
Yeah, I'm not. There he is. Go ahead and take him. Yep, Anthony Hill.
You taking my? Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I'm taking him first because
Hey, look,
he won't be there
right
by
now.
the time we go in the second round. He won't be there. So nah.
Hey, look, stick around, guys. I want you to see this motherfucker, bro. I'm gonna show y'all what this guy.
Anthony Hill Anthony Hill is what they would call a tour de force. I love Anthony Hill.
Yeah, no, he is a dog. He is a dog. I ain't gonna lie. I like him. I also like Sonny Styles. I
didn't mind Sonny Styles, but watching Anthony Hill against Ohio State.
All right, just go to fuck it. Go to tackle.
Okay. Offensive tackle
or offensive line? Yeah, tackle. Yeah, sorry.
Stupid.
I'm just gonna look.
That's only one type of offensive tackle.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good. All right. Go back up again. Sorry. Go back up to the filter to the position filter. I'm gonna be bitter here. And can you pull up QBs?
No,
I'll be bitter. Draft Trinidad.
Oh wow.
Bryce Days would be number.
Wow.
Go to now right here. Go to tackle.
He would run outside to his car, guys, and cry.
Yep. Go to offensive tackle. Offensive tackle.
Huh?
Draft Isaiah World.
Okay.
If we're being real, old boy Dan Morgan did say that every position is getting a competition in the offseason this year.
Yeah, he said
that
shit.
I'll believe it when I say it. Yeah. When I see it.
He still ain't did that shit. That's just some speaking points.
Right.
All right. Go. Okay.
Morgan is a lying motherfucker, bro.
All right. So to filter positions, go to D-line.
Because all you gotta do is ask him, who did you get to compete with Bryce? I got Bryce.
D-line. Uh-oh. I might have messed up. Oh well. All right, go ahead and let me just go and do this to myself. Go ahead and go to wide receiver. I said it'll be fourth round. I said it'd be fourth round that they would do this anyway.
That's when I took mine.
Yep. Take Bryce Lance.
All right. I gotta see him.
I like Bryce Lance.
You like these small school motherfuckers, bro.
I went to Charlotte. It's gonna happen. Okay.
Y'all played them?
We've played them before, but we don't play them very often. Okay, so right here, I want you to go Aiden Fisher out of Indiana, the linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want you to take John Michael Gillenborg right after that.
Mm-hmm. And this is your last pick.
All right. Go to D-line. See if he's magic. Magic. I got the magic. And he is somehow still freaking there. Take Zane Durant.
Durant.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, I still have another pick. Oh
you
shit.
do?
Well, damn. Okay, this kind of okay. Wait. Go to
quarterback.
Just for no, I'm not drafting another quarterback.
Go.
Just Joe. Go look at safety. I know I see one right there, but I want to see if there's someone. Get Xavier out of Iowa. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name.
Me either.
I'm going to say it's like Nwamka, but I'm probably wrong.
It is.
I'll take it.
Only pick I'm getting on you about is that last one. I don't want no motherfucking safety from the 7th round.
Well, I mean, what would you rather have had at the 7th? At that point, 7th round, would it really matter who?
An RB, because if we ain't getting your boy back,
Jonathan Brooks.
And I'm talking about Dowdle.
Dowdle.
I'm not worried. I'm not entirely as worried about the running back position as some people, but I get it.
Canales needs to run motherfuckers instead of putting the ball in
exactly. So then why are we drafting one? Then why are we drafting one? Why?
Because if he ain't
you got ETN, you've got ETN, you've got Chuba. They will probably find somebody in free agency. I'm not. I'm good. So if it's just that last pick, that's where I would go with it.
Everything else is strong, bro. Especially that number that round 2.
I've taken him in either the 2nd or 3rd round every single mock draft because I'm not playing. I'm done playing with games with this young man that we have at QB.
I'm just not convinced that Carolina wants the best out of him, bro.
I don't.
Like, if you put somebody on his ass that he fears, he knows he's got to play better.
How? So, what did you say? Like they coddling him or something? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that. Look, I know me. Like
they are coddling him.
Whenever I've had to compete for a position, I mean, like whether it be a job, but especially in sports, and then we're gonna speak, especially in football, right? I never really, for the most part, like when I played, right, I was the guy in my position. But in my senior year, man, they brought a guy, man, from another team that his people moved in town. And we played, he wound up playing another position, you know what I'm saying? On the opposite side, but I'll put it to you like this. So I played right edge. And he played right edge where he came from. And he was somehow able to adjust more to the left edge, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. I could play left. It's like being right-handed or left-handed. You know how you get off faster. You know? But watching him in practice, I was like, bro, I can't be fucking up out here. I can't play. I wasn't really taking plays off like that, but you know, every now and then you'll be like, man, I'll just get him next time. Bro, this motherfucker had me like, I got to get him every time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm out of here, bro. I'm making it more than what it is. I'm not going to be out of here. But, yeah, you know, when them damn awards come around, like best edge and all this or whatever, it wasn't going to be me. So we just made each other better, man. I had to go that hard, bro. He really put that pressure on me. Shit, in some ways, you could like you have to award people on your team for you getting picked to go to getting all the letters that I got from colleges and shit. It's just like this motherfucker had me out here. Like I ate right. I was in the weight room more. I was literally looking at everything this dude was doing that I wasn't doing. I'm like, man, this motherfucker trying to take my job, guys.
To be real with you, I'm not opposed to that on this team because that's only gonna make this team better. That's only gonna make this team better.
On your heels, bro. It's only gonna make it better.
Shit, and me personally, I like quarterbacks who are 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", with a fucking cannon. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm just learning to get behind the little dude a little bit because he's on the team. That's the only reason why I'm giving him the support. And I saw a little bit of progression from him this year, and I wouldn't say it led to us. Let me retract that. But it helped us in the situations that we ended up being in the playoffs and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
If you ain't getting better, you getting worse.
True. And we're not seeing that from the little dude.
And the thing is, if you don't get better with the competition, then the reason why I say you have to have valid competition, because if somebody's valid, they can expose your flaws, bro. You think Sam Darnold ain't going? I'm not Sam Darnold, but Red Rifle ain't going to expose nothing about Bryce. He's worse.
Yeah, he is. He old too, man. That was his last year, man. That boy about to retire. Like,
hey,
what do you expect from?
Last thing. Did you see this motherfucker on the sideline, right? Where they thought Bryce when Bryce retweaked that ankle, and they said Bryce had to come out, and he thought he had to go into the game. Claire, I know y'all remember this shit, right?
And do what now?
His eyes got big as hell. He was like, "Oh shit!" Like, you know what I'm saying?
To the game, Red Rifle when Bryce came out that game, right? And then when they was like, "Oh nah, Bryce good," you know what I'm saying, or whatever. That motherfucker took his helmet off and was on the sideline like, "Whoo!"
Yeah, he looked relieved.
Are you talking about when Calais Campbell made him like literally drop the ball? You talking about that game against Miami?
No. I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought you were talking
quarterback when.
Oh, you're talking about Andy. I was hearing something about. No, okay, my bad. Because I was about to say I refuse to even talk about that moment where he instead of just taking the sack, he threw the ball down and then gave Miami the ball.
That was a bad play on Bryce Brown.
He literally did that out of sheer terror, and I'm like, Bryce, bro, like,
pressure. And
gotcha.
Just like,
yeah.
Bryce don't feel no pressure for a guy that don't want to even be out there, bro. Sam Darnold.
That's true. I mean, I feel the only.
Not Sam Darnold. Why do I keep saying Sam Darnold?
Because he's about to be in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. The only Andy Dalton looked fucking relieved that he didn't have to go out there. Because you remember the last time he was on the field, we booed the shit out of him, bro.
Andy Dalton is trash. He's trash.
Now, what does it say about Carolina Gas if they bring that motherfucker back another year?
Honestly, that would be a terrible decision.
That means we're banking everything on the quarterback that we have right now.
Carolina cannot convince me that they're trying to get better if they do that shit. You cannot convince me of that.
No, but also you gotta look at it like this. If and when we do that, and he does go down, I'm not saying I want him to go down, but if he does go down, we don't have no insurance policy. So
yep, facts.
Well,
and also not only that, we're playing a first place schedule next season. I mean, again, all the first place teams.
You said this last time, and what I told you was we didn't have no insurance policy this year.
You're right.
The little nigga tough though. That's one thing y'all can't take away from him now. That little nigga tough is a bitch. Yeah, that little nigga done been in all 3 years outside of the benching. You know what I'm saying? He missed one game his rookie season. And then
man, that wasn't even a missed game. I got my feelings hurt. That's what that game.
Yeah.
That's what that was. He don't even remember when he even tweaked his ankle. When you don't remember when you even tweaked your own ankle, and you say, "Well, I don't remember when I did that." Bro, come on, dog. Come on, stop it. You got your feelings hurt.
Nah, I feel you.
Got your feelings hurt. Stop
that.
Yeah,
that one time when I told Coach I wanted to sit out because I played bad last game.
Oh heck, bro, yo, let me tell my coach. Let me tell, hey coach, I want to go ahead and sit out. Okay, go ahead and sit out. Hey coach, I'm ready to go back in. No, we're gonna sit your ass there until I say you go back in there. Guess what? I ain't come back the whole season. I ain't come back till next season. Shit. Tell my coach that my coach give me exactly what I want. Be done for the rest of the season. Tell him I want to come out. That's exactly what my coach would do to me too. He'd be like, okay, cool.
I'm gonna say this. And it's an unpopular opinion, but I feel like if we had even Jalen Coker to start the year, David Moore, even with Adam Thielen being traded, I feel like Bryce would have had more passing yards, more touchdowns this year.
He would have. I agree with that.
I agree with that virtue.
We probably would have got into the playoffs on our own too. But that's the thing about playing a sport. Like, it's not going to always go your way. So what are you going to do when the adversity is?
Well, then, and we got what we got this year, but I feel like overall we have to have if you think about even the top teams when they don't have their best, you know what I'm saying? They don't always make it as far as they should. You know what I'm saying? So let's just get better. Let's just get better at these positions, at these holes that we're saying we need to fill, and let's see what we do next year. I think we're going to be a top offense next year. I'm not going to lie. I really do. I think we're going to be a top 10 to top 15 offense next year.
Well, guys, guess what? I don't know how to tell y'all this.
Oh.
Okie dokie.
Hey, what does this sound mean, Claire?
We came to the end.
I mean, it sounds like we died.
This shit is over.
All of
that's what happens in the game. But
this shit is over.
Yeah, that is what happens, dog, when you die.
It's the sound that it makes.
Hey, look, man, I want to thank everybody that came through today, man. I want to thank my man Gas Radio for being up here today, man. The staff, First Lady Claire Aries Claire, man. My man Edge in the building. I want to thank my other guest, Racetrack, coming up here today, man. The boy Red Swarm that came up in here today, man. Who am I missing? I'm missing somebody. Shout out to my man Poppin' Bullets, man. Poppin' Bullets up here today. He had to go get some shut-eye, man. Get ready for work tomorrow, man. And we've been giving y'all these 3-hour shows lately, man. So, I do got some side news for y'all, though, man. Unless it's some breaking news, I have to give my staff, man, some time off. So we're going to be away for 2 weeks. Man, unless it's some breaking news. You know what I'm saying? So let everybody get a chance to reset, you know what I'm saying, and get their things in order so we can come back bigger and better than ever, man. You know what I'm saying? So look, I'm gonna let our guests shout out their people, shout out whatever they want to shout out. I'm gonna go with Racetrack first. Shout out. Racetrack.
Yo, I ain't got much to say, but shout out to the 704. Squeeze, Easy, CA. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's all I got to say. Hold it down.
Shout out to the Shack, bro. Shout out to Ray. That's my guy, bro. We got this man that came in here, man, and hit hard. He dropped down and took off running. No other than the man Gas Radio Zipski in the building, man. Gas, talk to me.
All right, man. Shout out y'all for having me up here today, man. Some excellent discussions. You know what I'm saying? I know I had a lot of unpopular opinions.
I
Hopefully
was
I
on your
was able
side,
to,
bro. I was on your side for most of that.
yeah, you was, and I appreciate that. Hopefully, I was able to articulate my point far enough for you guys to feel like I'm not on no bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you
But
good.
yeah, yeah. But no, I will set everybody's opinion up here, and it's always a good time every time I come over here. So,
That's what
like
we
I said,
build
shout out,
ourselves on, guys. We the show where
yeah, man,
everybody's opinion matters, everybody's opinion counts. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is, bro. Everybody has a
yeah,
voice.
man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate y'all having me.
Make sure you come back, man. Don't be no stranger, bro. First lady,
Oh no,
talk to me.
I'm not killing any more deer. I've already served my community service time. Won't be going to Disney anytime soon. But anyway, no, this was fun. We're definitely going to be doing more mock drafts once we come back from our little 2-week hiatus that we're going to go on, or 2-week vacation, however you want to look at it. Yeah, this team has got to get better in a lot of areas. We made it to the playoffs, so that's a good thing. I will give Canales credit for one thing at least, because he did say in one of our blueprints this offseason, he said that if everybody does their job, and if everybody does, I can't remember his verbatim, but essentially that this team could be a playoff team, and that's exactly what happened. However we got there. So I'm excited for the offseason. It should be an interesting one. Hope everybody has a good rest of your night and keep pounding.
That's the 704 Charlotte Bound Show, man. Last but not least, man, the people that we thank the most are the people that's in the chat. The people, man. Without you guys, man, we have no show, man. And thank you guys for all your donations, man, and everybody that gave to the show today, man. Y'all be easy. Y'all have a great evening, man. 704 Charlotte Bound Show. We'll see y'all soon, man.
Well, damn.
You know what, man? Forgot about Edge.
God damn.
My bad, Edge. Man, bro, I felt like I was missing somebody the whole time, bro.
God damn. Well, hey, look, yo.
Who am I missing?
I mean, look, yo, when you don't say much, I mean, yeah, you kind of get put to the wayside, but it's okay though. It's okay. I take it. I appreciate it. So, this is 704 Charlotte Bound Show, man. We give all you guys your greatest content, give y'all opinions, and make sure y'all come back with them receipts, because it's gonna come through. Hey, yo, Swan, go ahead and spit that record one time.
Yeah, man. Check this out. If you didn't get to see the show tonight, man, please play it back tomorrow. This show was Super Mario Brothers cornerbacks, man. Carolina Panthers, Mike Jackson, cornerback duo in the NFL. Do you think so, man? Play this back at work tomorrow. On your way somewhere. See y'all in a minute.